Now, here Artie is trying to straighten out his life, and she's a naysayer.
I applaud anything he's doing to straighten out his life.
It doesn't sound that way to me.
I just don't know if he's doing anything.
Sound that way.
In other words, I'm being naive again.
No.
I don't know. Again, Artie says things that are just
unbelievable.
Crazy.
What did he say?
Crazy.
Help me with this. Tell me what he said. Just give me one example, if you don't mind.
Well, you know, it could be a sign that he is doing something because of the extremeness of what he's done now.
Is it possible?
He claims to have hired a guy to watch him. He's going to a psychiatrist. He's taking stress tests. He's doing
nuts.
Training. You know, it's just like overboard.
I went to the dentist yesterday for the first time, and the guy looked at me and said, "You were here in 2000."
Are you into a kick now? This is what I think is going on. You're maintaining yourself. You're saying, I'm going to get myself together like a real thrust.
In other words, like when a car, you don't pay attention to a car for a long time. There's a bunch of shit you got to do. You take it to the mechanic, like you got to do an oil change. So I let this guy make a bunch of appointments, doctor's appointments. And, shit.
Your trainer is saying to you, hey, I need to have you checked out because I can't train you.
So the stress test, everything, that all worked out good. And again, I don't know a lot about my old man's family because his father died when he was 11. It's actually something as I get older, I'm obsessing about. Like, I want to know about his father and everything, but I don't know. I must have some good genes because I have not been to the dentist in 12 years. And
nothing was wrong?
Nothing. I don't even have a cavity.
Wow.
I brush my teeth twice a day, but I don't floss. I should do that. And the guy said, "Yeah, you're fine. You got no cavities."
That's incredibly lucky.
In my life, I've had one cavity.
Wow.
And that was when I was like
genetics.
Yeah, exactly. That was when I was like 15.
You mean you have this kind of genetics and good looks and talent? I mean, you are a triple threat.
He should be.
Who said I had good looks?
He should be having baby after baby. Pass it on.
A, you're fucking handsome as hell. B, you're strong as an ox.
Why aren't you propagating the world?
For Christ's sake,
all these weaklings are having
Superman?
When I got arrested, for the coke at Mad TV.
Richard Christy had 22 cavities.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, listen, but Richard, you see,
He's
here's the thing. I can actually judge Richard because he doesn't even brush his teeth. I mean,
You're trying at least.
Right. You said something while we were yelling at Richard once that makes so much sense. It's actually, I could actually go a couple of days without showering before brushing my teeth.
Right.
I mean, because it just makes you feel so fresh, whatever. I mean, you're like, how could you not brush your fucking teeth?
It's automatic.
Yeah,
and also you got to be around other people. You know you smell.
And a lot of comedians are filthy. Like, there's a lot of comics who are filthy because I've roomed with them, and they go up to the mic and they do impressions and spit and do all that shit. And I skeeve out the mic.
Right.
Even when I was opening for guys and had zero power, I would go to the fucking tech guy. I need another microphone. He goes, "We have one mic." I'm like, "You have one fucking microphone."
That's bullshit.
Yeah, it is bullshit. Right. I'm like, "What do you want me to do? Yell? I'd rather yell out my act right now."
Go to each person's table and do it.
Yeah. So Richard is a guy I can actually judge because he's a redneck. I mean. But I just got lucky that way. When I got arrested for coke at Mad TV, the second, not the
first one.
We're talking about. Let's ignore the first time you were arrested.
That was the suicide attempt.
Right.
Not that.
Right. Yeah, I got confused.
This is year 2.
Okay.
All right? And this is when I lost the money on the boxing match in Vegas. Quincy Jones was nice enough to get us 5th row, which is essentially ringside. Yeah. For Tyson Holyfield 1. Not the one where Tyson bit his ear.
The one where he got beat up.
Right. Yeah. The one where Holyfield took him apart.
Yeah.
Now, I thought, I've told the story many times. I thought Tyson was going to kill him, and I bet on Tyson. So I lost 23 grand, and then I lost another, like, 5 grand at the tables. I went back to L.A., all coked up. I was doing coke in the bathroom of the fucking plane. I mean, listen, I'd be getting out of jail today if I had gotten caught, I was taking cocaine across state lines. I was in the bathroom of a plane.
You had it. You took it through security and everything.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, it was in me.
It was in you.
And I created a raucous on it. But, I did that flight many a time. The 1 a.m. L.A. to Vegas flight on a Sunday night. I did that many a time and just walked into
That's called the Artie Lang flight.
Right, they should. And walked into a network read-through at 8 a.m. just without showering. Oof. So I basically got arrested after that 4-day binge. And the doctors at the emergency room at Cedars-Sinai in Beverly Hills said, like, this woman came in with a scared look on her face and told my agent, this wonderful woman, Jennifer Craig at William Morris, who was my TV agent at the time, my mother was on a plane, my sister was on a plane coming out there to try to help me. And the nurse told my agent she'd never seen that much cocaine in a human being.
Oof. Wow.
Like she said, like he should have been dead. A horse would be dead right now. And at the time, I weighed about $180. You know, I got way down in weight. And, you know, and my poor agent looked over at me. And she was a nice Long Island girl. She moved out to L.A., very conservative. And she was crying, you know, and
you made an agent cry.
Yeah, she tried to domesticate me so much out there. Like my second season at Mad TV, she bought me a plant. She goes, put a plant in your house. Like,
she's doing anything.
Take care of this plant. You know,
if it was a pot plant, that would have been appropriate.
Well, she bought me one of those big, long,
a tall thing,
big cocoa leaves.
Yes.
Me and Orlando had a balcony, so I put it out there. The plant was dead in 3 days. I didn't. Orlando was running all over the place. I had no time to take care of a fucking plant. I gave the plant coke. So so I just maybe I'm blessed with these genetics where I can take a lot of shit.
You can't kill yourself.
I'll tell you where I'm at. I'm believing you for some reason, and I believe that you are in some sort of
I feel good
rehabilitative kick where you're saying, okay, I'm pulling my health together.
I'm trying.
Don't you start Nutrisystem today?
It was supposed to be this morning.
Why
did you ever see Nutrisystem food? Man?
Sure.
Yeah, it's dehydrated food.
Yes, it's not real.
Robin is right.
Then what are you going to do?
I know. I'm just going to eat properly. The last few times I lost weight, here's what I did. I would go to the fucking delicatessen. I'd get a turkey sandwich with mustard and some pickles. Right. I'd have that, and then I'd jog at night. And you know what? Eventually,
that was all you ate? That turkey sandwich?
Well, no. And then I'd have like a grilled chicken. I know how to eat well.
Yeah, but you can get a chef to prepare the food. You don't need Nutrisystem.
A chef, Robin?
Yeah, they have these services now,
Artie. They actually prepare the food and they send it to you.
Yeah, but I mean, a deli will make me a turkey sandwich.
Right.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, but there's temptation there. Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
It's right next to liverwurst.
If you eat 3 meals a day with 2 little fruit snacks,
right,
you'll be fine. You don't need Nutrisystem.
Nutrisystem is a fine company. I don't want to fuck with Nutrisystem. They've been a long-time friend of the show, but I got this box.
Yeah, they used to.
Yeah.
That's how we met Jennifer
Not
Aniston.
anymore.
No, hey, they're not here now.
Well, right,
You know,
exactly.
what have you done for me lately?
I mean, growing up listening to you guys, I equated Nutrisystem with the show.
Now, that's when they were good, when they were with the show.
But listen, I saw what they wanted me to eat. And it just ain't happening.
How did you see it? Like, did they deliver
It
something?
got delivered to my...
he saw the boxes.
Well, and again, this guy, the helicopter Mike, is a military guy. He'll eat shit.
Right. They're used to bivouacs where they sit out there eating out of a tin can.
Like
he mentioned that.
Nutrisystem's a treat compared to that.
Yeah. And, you know, me growing up on my mother's cooking, I saw the lasagna. Put it this way. If food doesn't have to be refrigerated ever, I'm a little nervous about
it.
Lasagna in a vending machine.
I called my mother over because she was in town running errands. I said, Ma, I'm going to hold up the eggs to the phone. I shook the eggs. It sounded like a pillbox.
Like Pop Rocks.
Yeah, Pop Rocks. Right. I'm afraid if I drank soda, I'd end up like, Mikey and die. My heart would explode.
So when you shake that at your mom probably goes, Artie, I'll come over and the cooker use something beautiful.
Again, it's like she was here.
Right.
And no, she was like, don't put that in your body.
Yeah.
Plus $350 for the month.
Your mom's got to stay out of this diet.
Yeah, can you imagine the kind of real food you could get for $350?
But here's what my mother does. My mother, and again, I don't want my mother to make me food like I was a kid anymore. I can't do that because I don't want her. I want her to stay relaxed.
Yeah, because she also cooks very fattening food.
No, my mother. Here's what my mother does. My mother, when I was trying to lose weight and I was living with her in my early 20s, she would make me broccoli rabe.
Right.
And
no oil, steam?
Very little oil. And she would do it. She could make turkey meatballs and she could make grilled chicken.
All right.
And it's unbelievably great. It tastes fine.
But then you end up eating like 3 chickens.
Well, no, I mean, listen, I've been in situations before where the most I ever lost was I lost 70 pounds in a year.
You're going to do it. You see, I believe you are off heroin, and I believe you're off Subutex.
Howard, I am not on heroin.
And I believe you're off Subutex.
I haven't taken a Subutex in 8 days.
Okay.
So
I think you're clean. Your body is now a temple. I think you are. Here's what I believe.
It's not a temple.
This is what I believe, and tell me if I'm wrong about any of my beliefs. I believe. As soon as you finish eating.
Well, you were going to talk.
He's dieting while...
He's working on that diet.
I haven't eaten since
at the most you're doing right now is a little bit of Coke or something. Okay, so listen.
I haven't done Coke. June 14th, 97.
I believe you're clean right now. Mm-hmm. I believe you are... The reason you weren't sleeping and tired is because your body's getting used to not being on Subutex.
Look, by the way, Robin gave me cream yesterday for my hands. Robin, that was fantastic. Thank you so much.
Oh, it was, it's good stuff.
It was very thoughtful of her. Robin, before the show yesterday, gave me this cream for my hands. It's fine.
Look at you. Yeah, no redness.
Like,
gorgeous.
all this went away.
You could be a hand model.
My hair is coming back on my hand.
Coming back?
I cured him.
He's getting, well, no.
You're like a wolf.
The doctor, the cardiologist said,
what is
it's you probably have a thyroid condition. He goes, if you need thyroid medication, he goes, the weight is going to fall off you in a week because that's what it is. That's what it can, My uncle had the same thing.
Here's what I believe. I believe right now you're on some sort of phase where
Robin just rolled her eyes.
Okay. Robin was not the one, by the way, who was part of the discussion.
I didn't say anything.
But you are on some sort of roll. I believe you are actually, going out with the trainer. They're hitting balls to you. You're moving your body. You're bending.
He'll be here at 11 today.
You're getting fresh air.
Yeah.
I believe you're going to the psychiatrist.
Yes, and
I do believe that.
He's a good guy, man. Bright guy.
And now you're in some sort of mindset to lose the weight.
Yeah, I have to lose weight. There's two major goals: completely stay away from heroin and losing weight.
There you go. I believe you. I happen
Well,
to believe
those are two good goals.
Yes.
And if anybody,
they seem easy to other people.
If anybody wants to step up,
really good goals.
If anybody wants to come in here right now and
listen,
state that they do not believe Artie is in any way, shape, or form doing any of these things, please, I'll be silent now for 10 seconds and wait for someone to come in.
If these guys want to spend the day with me, they can.
All right.
I mean, how else are you going to know for sure? This helicopter Mike guy's a good guy, and he doesn't want any publicity though. I asked
so
if
we
he wanted
can't
to
meet
be
him.
I asked if he wanted to be interviewed. I'm like, well, why don't you just call on the phone?
Keep it private.
Well,
That's my suggestion. He's smart.
Yeah, he's being for real about this.
He's a big fan.
Let's not turn this into a bit.
He's a big fan of the show, but he knows the show.
Well, in any case,
I feel good.
I believe what I'm going to believe. I don't see anyone stepping forward, so therefore, Greg Allman, I'm dying to interview. I've got 1,030 billion questions, 1,000,000 plus 30 billion questions for
Fascinating man.
Yeah. I was thinking about Greg Allman, and I'm going back to the first album I became aware of the Allman Brothers was Live at the Fillmore East, and then, of course, Eat a Peach, which was a huge...
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
Yeah, which is a great album. Even to this day, those songs hold up. And I was thinking, I believe... Now, Fred, maybe you could tell me if I'm wrong.
Go ahead.
And I don't mean to interrupt you, whatever you're doing.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, what is he
Interrupt.
doing? Yeah, go figure that out. But I was thinking about the Allman Brothers. I believe... I can't think of a band that had... I think they created Southern rock.
I would agree with you wholeheartedly.
They created a genre, don't you?
Yeah.
Because like Lynyrd Skynyrd came after them.
And no, everybody after
Marshall
that
Tucker. I mean, you could take any
imitative.
Marshall Tucker, Outlaws music, any of that stuff. You could almost think it was an Allman Brothers tune.
Yeah, but not as good.
But what I'm saying... Robin.
They
Come
created
on. What
a
did I
genre?
say that was so bad?
Robin, I am so angry with you for making me have a conversation with Fred.
Yeah, you're an asshole.
If you were more of a musical expert, I wouldn't have to talk to him.
I wouldn't subject you to that.
No, I'm saying Fred. All right. Okay. Well, Fred agrees with me.
Yes, they created a genre.
They created a genre. I mean, come on. Come on, George. You knew that.
I knew that.
This is a legend, a real legend. Greg Allman. We're going to bring him in.
I think he's like, geez, I wish we could talk about it all day. I think you've understood.
Mr. Greg Allman, how are you, sir?
All right.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Right this way. So this is your first appearance on the show.
Yes.
You looking forward to it? Are you a fan of Howard's?
Got me on the spot.
He was just mentioning what a fan he is of yours, how he used to listen to Eat a Peach in his room in high school while he was all alone.
Oh, really?
You guys were friends of his in a way.
I don't know of Howard that much.
Garrett.
Yeah.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
It's fine. You know what?
Garrett, this is a sort of an odd dynamic on today's show. I mean, he's obviously a very quiet guest, but Howard really respects him, as a musician, and he just mentioned how he used to listen to Eat a Peach all the time. How do you anticipate Howard handling this interview, because he seems very fragile?
I think he'll handle it like he handles anything. He'll sort of read what's going on and try to draw him out, and it'll take a little bit of time. But I think Howard knows he's dealing with a quieter person, and he knows how to handle interviews like that. And I think it'll be. I told Greg's people, because they were a little reluctant to come in live, that this is going to be one of those interviews that everyone's going to be like, "Oh my God, your Howard interview was amazing."
And he's not good. You don't anticipate Howard going to jump right in with tough questions. It's going to be a very slow. He's going to cater to the guest.
I think so. Yeah, I do. Could be wrong, but I don't think so.
All right, you're about to meet a legend, George. Not William Shatner. It's Greg Allman, who put out a book, which shocked me, actually, that Greg even cared to put out a book.
I can't understand how he had something to write. I don't think he remembers his life.
No, Greg knows. There he is. There's the man.
Oh my
There's
God,
the man.
he's
There's the
here.
legend. Look at you. I knew I'd meet you one day.
Hey there.
What's happening? Look at you. Let me
That's
take you
the
in.
man.
Let me stare at you a little bit. Never been this close to a legend. Take a seat.
How do you do?
Good seeing you.
Nice to
Look
meet
at you, man. What a life you've had. Why'd you write a book anyway? I think the title of the book is a good name. My Cross to Bear. I feel like you really have like one of the most difficult lives and been surrounded by a lot of death. And that's got to screw a man's head up. I don't care what anyone says. You can only be so strong. Am I right?
That's a fact.
Yeah. Like a lot of people.
I don't know much about his early life.
Oh, I'll tell you everything.
Okay.
I know all about this guy. I've been watching him. No, I mean, you think about it. First of all, your dad died as a young man, right?
Yeah, I was 2 years old.
Oh.
So I never knew him.
Where'd you grow up?
I was born in Nashville, Tennessee, and I lived there until I was 9 years old, at which time the family moved to Daytona Beach, Florida.
Yeah,
That's when I started playing.
Oh.
Yeah, well, but you play mostly keyboards, right? Did you play guitar at first a lot? What was your instrument of choice when you were learning?
It was a guitar.
Guitar.
And I taught my brother, the basic map.
Did you?
He then quit school and just passed me like I was standing still.
How did your father die when you were 2 years old?
He had just come back from fighting in the Korean War.
Right.
And he'd been promoted to captain. And and he got the first 1949 Ford off the line, right?
Right.
And, after the family got there.
Yeah. Yeah, the Ford family got their car, and then your dad got his. Yeah. How do you do that? But, all right, yeah, so he gets a car.
And so they're out celebrating him and this sergeant friend of his.
Right.
And this, of course, was a long time ago, and everything was dirt roads and cornfields. And anyway, they were shooting pool in this little beer joint. And this guy kind of sided up next to him and mind if I shoot some pool? And the night went on and everything. Towards the end of the night, the guy asked my father, he said, man, could you give me a ride to my house? It's just right past the second cornfield.
Yeah.
And he said, sure, after you've had a few beers. Hell, I'll take, you got an elephant with you? Sure, I'll take him. And so he says, okay, turn right up here at this dirt road going down. I would have stopped right there and said, this is my new car. I ain't going down the dirt road.
I mean, yeah, and they go down the dirt road.
They get about half a mile down there, and he pulls a 45 to my dad's neck. And he said, all right, y'all get out. And
oh, my God.
so he thought they'd just come back from the Orient, that maybe they had some,
Yeah.
I mean, because there was a officer and a master sergeant. And so anyway, the conversation went on, and he finally said, listen, buddy, we don't have nothing to give you. Take the car, take anything you want.
Right.
He said, well, buddy, he said, now that you know my name, I got to kill you. His name was Buddy Green.
Gee whiz.
So my father took off running, and he got him 4 times in the back.
Oh.
Wowee.
And so then...
Holy mackerel.
That's hard.
How do you know all this? Did your mother sit you down at some point?
Oh, it's not the end of it yet. I started getting letters from the prison.
Oh, they locked this guy up.
Yeah, they gave
Yeah.
him 99 plus 1, and you can't serve the 1 until you've served it.
Right.
Yeah, they don't have that anymore, but state of Tennessee, they got...
He didn't get the death penalty, this guy, for shooting your father in the back?
I think they wanted him to just rot. He's
You think
dead.
that's better? Are you a death penalty guy? Do you believe an eye for an eye?
I don't know. I guess until it happens to you,
Yeah.
you don't really realize what your answer would be to that question.
Have you ever met the guy that killed your father?
No.
But you say he wrote to you?
But yes, he wrote me a lot of letters and told me the whole story,
Wow.
start to finish.
Why did he write you a lot of letters, do you think? Do you think he wrote you to
Well,
absolve himself of guilt?
I'm thinking somebody came up to him at lunch one day, opens the thing, the Allman Brothers at the Nashville Municipal Auditorium,
Right.
back for the 9th time, and look who you killed.
Wow. It was almost like he became a celebrity because he killed this famous celebrity's father. Like, it almost turned him on, maybe. Like, wow, hey, I'll write this guy a letter. Now we're connected in some way. Don't you think?
I would think that if there was other fans in the prison, he'd have a rough way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Did you
that's
ever
true.
answer him back?
No.
No.
How many letters did you get from him over the years?
About 6.
Do you think he felt he created you in a way? Like he somehow had something to do with you? You know, it's weird, like he'd write you all of a sudden to tell you what? Did he say he was sorry?
Oh, tearful.
Yeah.
Just
Like a
begging
bullshit.
forgiveness and all.
Wow.
Right, and you
Man,
wouldn't. Yeah.
I'm not the one you need to be asking forgiveness.
Are you a religious guy?
Somewhat. I'm
Yeah.
very spiritual.
Yeah. I just, and your mother, did she carry around that bitterness about her husband being shot in the back? Like, did she sit and talk to you every day about it? Was she a depressed and sad woman?
No.
I mean, when you lose your husband, I mean, here the guy went through the Korean War. Here's the irony. He goes through the Korean War, survives, comes home, and some asshole shoots him in the back for no reason.
Just for having been there.
Don't you think, in a way, with all the, with your drinking and the drugging and all that stuff, I mean, some of that's some rock star stuff, but at the same point, don't you think it was to drown out the pain of never knowing the father that you got gypped out of knowing your father?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just. Did you go into therapy about all that stuff?
I did.
Did it help?
It did.
I mean, I'd imagine a guy like you have to go into therapy for a long time after having a childhood like that. And your brother raised you, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Dwayne raised you, and then Dwayne is the guy who says, hey, come on, man, let's make a band. You were afraid at first to even join a band.
The Beatles had just come out, man. Everybody, no pun, but everybody and their brother had a damn band.
Right.
And there was some competition, serious competition out there.
And you were thinking sensibly. You were saying to yourself, hey, look, man, maybe I'll join this dopey band, but I got to go get a real career. And you wanted to be a dentist or some sort of doctor, didn't you?
Dental surgeon.
A dental surgeon. Where the hell did you come up with that? Imagine
Can
Greg
you imagine
Allman's
Greg
your
Allman working
dental
on
surgeon?
your teeth? Yeah.
Hey, sing me a song, Doc. What? Seriously, I mean, where did you come up with dental surgery, boy from the South?
Well,
Were you a good student?
I
No.
was a very good student.
Oh, were you?
Valedictorian 2 years.
Get the hell out. You were the valedictorian of your high school.
Twice.
Were you? And so you said, I'm going to take my brains and use them toward a stable career. You were thinking.
I went to military school in the 3rd grade, 4th grade, 10th grade, and 11th.
Your mother sent you away.
My grades were going.
Why? Because your brother was a bad influence?
No, because
of the guitar.
Music, huh?
You found the guitar, and the guitar distracted you so much you couldn't study anymore.
Oh, man, I rarely ate.
But the guitar was an obsession with you.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it weird, though, you never became like a lead guitarist? You were.
I was at first, and my brother sang. My brother could not sing.
You guys got mixed up.
And I could not play.
You know, it's a funny thing. I think you dispel this in the book. You know, when I think of you and your brother, I get this romantic notion of the two brothers against the world, you know, playing in a band. But there was a lot of shitty times between you and your brother, right? I mean, you had a lot of resentment toward your brother. It wasn't all, like, super wonderful.
It always seemed to me that Greg was trying to bolt the band.
Yeah. Was your brother a prick to you at times? Was he just really mean to you? Is that because older brothers can be that way, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, would he beat you up physically?
And
because he felt he had to be the man in the family and teach you a lesson, right?
And so he was going to be the leader of the band, too.
Right.
Yeah, it was kind of a happy, sad type thing. You know, he could, and did usually, see to it that I got an ass whipping at least once, at least 3 full times a week.
Wow.
When you say an ass whipping, how severe was it?
Oh, well, no, I mean, it's not breaking any bones or anything.
But he'd punch you in the face, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty fucked up.
I've seen brothers fight, and it can be vicious.
So, do you ever say to yourself, well, why wasn't my brother more loving to me? You know, why? Do you think he was taking out do you think he was angry with you because he had to be a father to you? Like, you gave him all this responsibility?
Well, at the same time, I know this might sound strange, but at the same time, he, I mean, if anybody else tried to mess with me, oh, look out.
Yeah, but that's trying to make something good. I mean, he had no right to sit there and beat the shit out of you, and your mother was probably...
Right, you were his punching bag. Nobody else could punch you.
You see, and your mother didn't protect you through all that, did she?
Nope.
No. So that's what you're really angry about. I mean, that's what the drinking and all that shit leads to, right? That comes from all that anger, right?
Could be.
Yeah, I would say so. I'd be pissed.
But then you wind up losing your brother.
Well, before we get to that, so when your brother says to you, hey, let's start a band called the Allman Brothers Band, you probably said to yourself, I don't want to throw in this maniac. I finally got rid of him. I finally don't have him punching me in the face every day. Right? I mean, why in your right mind would you join the Allman Brothers Band with the brother who was so brutal to you? Did you ever think about that?
Yeah.
Well, he had a smart technique with you. He'd challenge you, wouldn't he? He'd say to you, you're a pussy. Why don't you join this band? What, are you afraid to write a song? Like he would like almost attack you for being a pussy for not joining the band, right?
Everything was a competition.
Yeah. Is that true?
Not on this particular case, but in other things in life, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a weird thing. And for you, did you used to write songs with him? Is that how it started? Because I mean, you were the songwriter in the family. He needed you more than you needed him. The songwriter's the backbone, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Got to have something to play.
So he gets you in the band, and turns out you wrote some pretty damn good songs, but you were afraid to write, right?
Afraid to write?
Yeah. Like, I mean, where do you get the balls to come up with a song and think it's any good? You know what I mean? When you're writing a song like, you know, I don't know.
Who has the nerve to write a song?
Yeah. I mean, did you ever say to yourself, shit, I'm supposed to be a dentist. What the hell am I doing writing a song? Don't you think that the Allman Brothers Band created a genre of music? I was thinking about this yesterday when I knew you were coming in. I said to myself, like, Lynyrd Skynyrd, The Outlaws, Marshall Tucker Band, all these Southern rock bands. Before you guys, I don't think there was even a genre of music like this. Can you think of anyone who was doing anything like this?
No.
So, I mean, you're as innovative as any band out there. Do you think you get your credit? Do you think you get due credit?
No.
Why do you get not enough credit? Why do you think you're, I'm not going to say disrespected, but why do you think you're not more respected?
Well, I don't know. We just, we're one of those show me bands,
In other words,
I mean, the way we made it, you're always getting that question.
Yeah.
How'd you know when you made it?
Do you think you made it yet? You ready to say you made it? When your brother, who I think was brilliant, whose idea was it to have two lead guitar players playing off each other? Was that your brother?
He formed the whole band.
Right.
Then he called me.
So everything was in place.
And he said, I need you to come round this whole thing up and send it somewhere. Meaning writing.
Right.
And singing. And, I later found out from some of the other guys that he'd said, wait till my baby brother gets here.
Right. In other words,
he had a grudging respect for you.
Yeah, he did. He needed you. There's no question about it. And do you hate, you don't ride did you ever ride a motorcycle in your life?
I have 3 of them.
You still do?
Yeah.
When your brother dies of a motorcycle accident, and then a couple of years later another band member dies in a motorcycle accident, don't you just say to yourself, I hate motorcycles. They took my brother. They took my bass player. I hate motorcycles.
I love them.
You love them. Was your brother riding with a helmet? No helmet, right?
Yeah.
He had a helmet.
He was just he had 2 speeds parked in 100.
Was he I never get that. When you have such a great life and your band is taking off and you're on top of the world, there's no mechanism that says, you know what, man, I'm not driving a motorcycle. Yeah, maybe it's fun, but fuck it.
But I'll drive it 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's like do you think it's a death wish in your family?
I don't know, man.
I mean, it's wild.
But everything too extreme.
Yeah. Extreme, and you're an extreme guy. I mean, you wouldn't have 10 drinks. You'd have a whole bottle of whiskey in the morning. Whatever you did, you consumed. I mean, you are fierce in the fact that you're not afraid to even destroy yourself, right? I mean, there's no fear on your part.
Well, I'm working on it.
At some point. And so you will go out to this day and ride a motorcycle.
Well, I just had a hernia operation. I'm not quite strong enough.
And you had a liver transplant 2 years ago. Is that the worst? Is that a very painful operation?
Oh God,
awful.
Man, let me tell you, they had to put this thing up between your organs and the bone that spread your rib cage.
Oh, that sounds painful.
And that pulls all the bones not out of the cartilage, but it just
stretches it.
Then they got to seed back in. That takes forever, and that is painful.
Well, whose liver is it? Do we know whose liver is living inside of you?
It's a 29-year-old liver.
A 29-year-old liver. They don't tell you who the person was. They don't tell you the family.
They after a year has passed, they give you the little. It's all marked and everything,
Yeah.
It gives you the information.
And you can write your first name only, and write a short letter to the family. If they respond, then hey. Y'all can go ahead and have a relationship.
Did you write the letter?
I did.
Did you get a response?
No.
You did not?
Did not.
Does that drive you crazy? It's kind of like, aren't you curious?
Yeah, because
why
they
didn't
gave
write
you the
back?
gift of life.
Yeah.
Well, I've tried. I guess I've done my part.
Did you tell them who you were?
Only first name.
I'd be
That's
like,
all
hey,
I could use.
look how cool. Oh, you can only use your first name. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. You should use your last name.
I put Allman, yeah.
Do you think, this is the sick part of celebrity, do you think if you were able to write your full name, you would have gotten a letter back? I think so. Yeah. It's crazy, right? Being famous is crazy, isn't it? It really is. But your liver has taken. I mean, you are in good health, yes?
Yeah. Liver's doing wonderful.
And what is the difference between having had, you were really sick, and then you get the liver transplant? I mean, it just, you wake up and you're cured, right?
That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How
Well-
are you still in pain from the operation?
A little bit.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, you just had another operation. You don't know what you're made from.
Yeah. Listen, with your background, it's a miracle you're still alive, right? That's the way you got to look at it. If you knew now what it's like to be older and be going through liver transplants and all this other stuff, do you think you would have lived a whole different life? Do you think you never would have taken a drink? Do you think you never would have used drugs? Do you think you would have just behaved a whole different way toward your body?
No doubt.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no doubt.
You could tell kids all day that story, but they don't listen,
Then
right?
nobody listens.
Yeah,
huh?
but you
Yeah.
might save one of them. All
Right.
it takes is a blood test, or you can go to tune in to HepC.com.
They say a lot of people, particularly in my generation, should be tested because they don't know they have Hep C. That
Really?
there's
Right.
a lot of people who have it, and you believe you got it from a bad tattoo needle.
Right, that's what the doctors think.
I mean, 'cause
I'm looking at all your tattoos. You got a lot of them.
yeah, and so back then when you got your tattoos, it's not as prevalent getting tattoos. When you got tattoos, it was a little more edgy, right? Now everybody's got a tattoo.
Right.
But the conditions, I guess, weren't so clean. Like, where did you go to get these tattoos? Were they like really seedy places?
Well, I could tell you exactly the place. No, this guy was very, very,
Clean?
no, he was very well known.
Right.
And you use the same person all the time?
Well, at first,
So how do you think he got Hep C? Do you think he just wasn't careful with his needles?
Well, I remember this. I walked in there in San Francisco, and I walked up the big long steps, and it said, "Welcome, art lovers,"
Yeah.
all that stuff.
That's me.
I'm an art lover.
So I go in there, and the brothers all had a mushroom
Yeah.
tattooed right here on their leg.
Yeah.
And
What the hell was that about?
my brother's idea. Well, that's our logo.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, why was the mushroom the logo, do you think? Because of magic mushrooms and stuff?
These people came up from Gainesville, Florida, where they were studying some kind of medicine, and they got a hold of a tabbing machine, and so they trounced out through the cow patties and picked just
Mushrooms.
big bags of mushrooms, right? Then they were able to get the essence out,
Yeah.
mix them with a little just nothing
Yeah.
to form the tab.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's one thing to get caught with drugs, but you get caught with a tabbing machine. Oh,
Yeah, that's a different story. That's like a manufacturer, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So you go into the tattoo place to get the mushrooms on your legs.
right.
Yeah.
And I got another one up here of a centaur.
Right.
Anyway, I walked up, and he had a desk. It was turned sideways, and there were two galvanized buckets. One of them was just clear. Could have been water, could have been gasoline, could have been vodka. I don't know.
Right.
And the other one, it looked like real dark red wine. Anyway, there were these things, long things, sticking out of them.
Out of the buckets. Yeah.
Those are needles that had already been used.
Right.
Oh.
So he took two of them out of the red bucket, and he slung it up on he slung it up on the wall, and then he put it in the clear bucket.
Cleaned it off.
Slung that off from the wall, and then he had a pretty tight place except for that wall.
Yeah.
But you can tell. I mean, it was blood.
Right.
I'd never been there before. I didn't know what the whole protocol was.
Right.
So, what
you
you want
imagine?
and
That
what
was it.
color.
Can you imagine?
I could have gotten AIDS, man. I
Right.
got off easy.
Yeah, you actually did. I mean, not that, listen, Hep C is
Nothing's easy. I mean,
Yeah.
losing your liver.
right.
Then long about...
Do you hate your tattoos because they gave you Hep C? Do you hate them?
No.
No. You don't have that feeling about it. Do you ever say to yourself, shit, I never should have gotten tattooed? What the hell was I thinking? See, I would just beat myself up.
If you walked into a room with a guy with a bucket that was red and a bucket that was clear, you'd be on your way out.
Well, that's true.
But this is long before
ago,
any AIDS.
Yeah,
right. You didn't think about it.
Oh, I forget that you came up in the era before AIDS, so you must have had tons of sex.
Well, you kidding? Well, of course he did. He was a rock star. But you want to know something that's weird? You know what? I remember being in college, and I remember listening to Eat a Peach and stuff.
Yeah.
And I never used, I think sometimes I used a rubber with a chick, but sometimes I didn't.
Right.
Like the chick would be on a pill because you didn't know about AIDS or anything else.
None of that stuff.
I don't ever remember. You know, there was a period of time you didn't think about it.
Just all you thought about was you could possibly get somebody pregnant.
Right.
Or, some other sexual disease, but you could take get a shot for it.
And nobody wanted my baby, so I didn't worry about getting anybody pregnant. Nobody was looking for me to be the father of their kid. Not with this face and my income.
Yeah, it was free love.
Yeah, free love. Yeah, well, everything has a price.
We didn't know that then.
Hey, did you once see Jimi Hendrix play live and you were not impressed? Is that true? Like, you didn't think he was that great?
You got the wrong guy here.
Do I?
I believe so.
You loved Hendrix, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you saw him play?
Briefly, hanging over this wall.
What was he doing? He was high as a kite, I guess, huh?
Well, no, he... was he high as a kite?
Yeah, why was he hanging off a wall?
No, I was hanging off.
Oh, you were hanging off the wall.
Yeah, that's how you saw him.
I was backstage at the Atlanta Pop Festival. And he came on real late, man.
Yeah.
And but I'd heard all his records. And I wanted to see. Here's what I wanted to see, because he used a lot of echo and a lot of tricks and everything on that. Well, this tricks. Pardon me. Scratch that. He used a lot of studio.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And I wanted to see what he had cooked up for live,
Right. It's a different story live.
Yeah, totally.
And did he disappoint?
Not at all.
Yeah, I heard you. I heard stories that Clapton was so blown out when he saw Hendrix, he almost thought about giving up the guitar. That's how good he thought Hendrix was. Like, it was just like they all had to go back and rethink their whole attitude toward playing and writing songs. Yeah. He didn't affect you that much, huh?
And British blues.
Yeah. So, it's a funny thing. I'm thinking about the Allman Brothers Band, and I'm thinking about that the Allman Brothers Band never got the amount of respect like a Hendrix, or even like Cream, or a lot of these bands. And I can't quite put my finger on why, because certainly in terms of hit songs, you could name 100 Allman Brothers songs that are absolutely some of the greatest songs ever written. And I still can't get back to that point, And I bet you that's frustrating to you. Maybe that's why you even wrote the book, just to set the record straight and say, hey, man, look at what we did. Look at the accomplishments. Don't forget who we are, right?
Might have been, yeah. I might have thought about that.
Yeah. It wasn't for the money. You got enough money, right?
Right.
You had years where I read a story, and I think you get in this in the book, that the song "Sweet Melissa," which you wrote, you needed money at the time, and some manager came up to you and said, "Hey, I'll give you $250 if you put
Steve Alamo."
Yeah, if you put my name as a co-writer on that song, I'll give you $250. And you took the deal.
No.
You set that record straight.
That's not the, yeah.
What
we were
happened?
hungry. The whole band was hungry.
Well, you're starving.
I said, man, you just hold this song.
Right.
If you can give me $250 on it, I would greatly appreciate it, because my band is starving.
Right.
And, anybody made of anything would have said, come on, man, I'll feed the band.
Right. Sure.
And so I came back and I said, I need my tune back,
Give me my song.
Your $250,
Yeah.
And he said, I'm sorry, I don't think that's the That's the number we were talking about.
Yeah.
I said, we weren't talking about any number. I said, all right. And I see what he was playing, and I said, well, how about 10,000? And
Yeah.
so I just said something really foul to him.
Yeah.
He's a real parasite.
And he put his name on the song.
I know.
And he still gets money?
No.
No.
How'd you get the song back?
Well, I have a good attorney.
Yeah. Boy, musicians really do get fucked over, right? Because you're so busy being a musician, you're not sitting there worrying about the laws.
And it's almost like
the...
mobsters, some of these
I'm
guys you
telling
run
you.
into.
Yeah.
Huh?
Are you bitter about the music industry? Because, you know, even by the time you wrote Sweet Melissa, I mean, the band was doing okay, right? I mean, you guys were starting to happen.
No, that's the first song I ever wrote.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
wrote
realize
that when
that.
I was 17.
No
Wow.
kidding. Was it about an actual girl named Melissa?
It was I was out on the road for the first time,
Yeah.
and I guess I was a little homesick. So I just invented this girl, and I wrote the whole damn song, except for the title. But back home, he'll always run to sweet Barbara.
Don't work.
To sweet, we need 3-syllable now.
Yeah.
So I finally just, anytime you get hung up on something, it's best just put it down.
Yeah.
And when you pick it up again later, who knows? Maybe you'll have different thoughts.
I saw you guys play at the Fillmore. You opened for Blood, Sweat, and Tears. You opened for Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Let me finish this story.
Go ahead. Oh, yeah, Sweet Melissa. Sorry, I thought you were done.
So it was my turn to go to the grocery.
Right.
And get coffee and sugar and all that stuff. Beans and bacon,
All the good
you need
stuff.
out on the range.
Right.
Anyway, me and another person were the only ones, because it was like 4 a.m. And so this was an old Spanish lady, I guess her granddaughter. And, she was a real big lady, and she had, you could tell that she was just she couldn't speak much English at all.
Right.
Anyway, the little toddler had just learned that she had legs that worked. Boy, she was
running around.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And she took off one time, way out of earshot, and the lady yells, "Melissa, come back, Melissa!" I went, "Oh."
There it is.
Melissa.
Sweet Melissa.
I started to go up and kiss her on the cheek, but she'd probably call the law.
That was it. The 3-syllable name you needed. That is crazy how that works.
If you hadn't gone to the store, you would have missed it.
I thought it was for sure was some broad you were trying to bang, Who knew? 17 you wrote that. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Yeah.
Most of the songs, they come to you quick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to sit there and labor over them when they're that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
did you ever say to the other guys, hey, why don't you guys write a few good fucking songs instead of laying it all on me? Do you think you should have been a solo artist? Do you think that, maybe you should have just written all these songs and recorded them yourself and not
You
even
did some solo stuff.
No, but I mean, do you think instead of even ever joining up with your brother in the Allman Brothers band, did you ever get resentful? Like, hey, I'm writing all these songs for these guys. I could have just kept them all for myself, That thought ever occur to you?
Mm-hmm.
It did. Regrets?
Well, I have another band, and it's called Greg Allman and Friends. And Warren Haynes has another band, Government Mule. Mm-hmm. Derek has another band. But you know what? It just ain't like playing with the Allman Brothers.
Yeah. It's just, right. It's that thing.
It's that thing.
Yeah.
We're trying to explain this to other people. They don't get it.
A lot of your book, not a lot of your book, but some of your book deals with your marriage to Cher. I remember being all freaked out by that because, I was an Allman Brothers fan, and all of a sudden you end up with Cher. And I was so jealous, man, because she was like such a hot chick, I mean, I was like, man, she got a smoking fucking body. I mean, what you must be doing to her, it must be crazy, you know?
How do you hook up with Cher?
Yeah, I mean, you look back on that as something you remember fondly, or are you just disgusted by that whole segment of your life?
No, I look back on it very fondly.
You tell some great stories. I mean, the story...
It would be a wonder, you know, because you just wouldn't imagine Cher and Greg hanging out in the same place.
No, in fact, I remember when All Man and Woman came out. I don't mean to bring up any bad memories, but I remember that album, All Man and Woman, and you describe in your book, I get it. Like, you're married to the woman, she says to you, hey, you're a great songwriter, let's do an album together. And you're like, hey, she's my wife. I can't say no.
Yeah, she's a singer.
I'm gonna make an album with her, and you did, but you were not fond of the album, right? You just kind of.
Well, it started off. She said, "I want you in there," you know. I mean, she says, you know, I got a producer, but maybe you can go in as co-producer. I forget who. Who was producing it?
Some dude. Oh, wasn't that Perry guy? No, Rick Perry or something. What the hell is that guy's name?
I don't know.
Oh, he was the governor of Texas. Right?
Yeah, really.
I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, so you and Cher go into the studio. She was cutting an album, and then all of a sudden she wanted you in there, and then next thing you know, you're recording with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And did you know it was going wrong while you were doing it?
I'd say that's a yes.
Well,
It was a weird scene, right? Because, like, you guys would go on tour together, you and Cher, and then, as you described, Cher's fans would be fighting with your fans because they were so different. It had to be the weirdest
vibe. You'd
vibe.
have the backpackers over here, and you'd have the tuxedos over here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And these guys was... throw the bitch off the stage.
That's your wife, meanwhile. Was that like a crazy decision in your life? Because, like, you knew each other a couple of days and then you got married.
Yeah.
I mean, was that like the craziest thing you've ever done?
That was her idea.
That was her idea. You just went along for the ride, right?
Well, no, I was into it a little deeper than that.
Yeah. How long did that whole thing last? A couple of months, right?
3 hours, 3 years.
3 years it did? Mm-hmm. I didn't even realize it was that long.
Well, it had to have lasted sometimes because Chastity told us the story, Chaz told us the story of you picking him up from school.
Chaz was on the show about, I don't know, 6 months ago or so. Do you know this story? You have a question mark. Chaz says you were so out of it that day. You picked her up from school. And then, like, you had to pull over the side of the road and go to sleep. And, like, for a while, just Chaz was sitting there with you for a long time and couldn't get home. Do you have any recollection of that?
You picked her up and you got home at 11 o'clock that night.
Yeah, from school. And Cher was all pissed off. This is what Chastity told me. I don't know.
You have no recollection.
And you know what? Greg, she says that's the day she decided to become a guy. She'd had it. You don't speak to Cher anymore, though, right? I mean,
yeah.
Oh, you do?
Every now and then.
About your son and stuff, right?
Yeah.
You close to him, or was that an impossible situation?
I don't know. He stays abroad quite a bit.
Does he? I had him on the show. He's a nice kid.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a nice conversation and stuff.
Greg said that, like, oh, he is?
Yeah. But, I mean, sometimes in divorce, that's what happens, right? I mean, it's hard to maintain a relationship with the kids. They usually side with one parent or the other. True?
Exactly.
Yeah. Is that a sadness in your life?
No, because they... well, I got... Out of 4, I got 3 musicians.
Right.
And a nurse.
Who you're close with?
Well, I'm close with all of them.
And Elijah, too?
Well, no.
No. That's the only one.
Well, he stays gone all the time.
Yeah.
Did you share custody? Did he come visit when he was growing up?
He can come visit any time he likes.
Yeah?
He's welcome.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't hold him back.
Uh-huh.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
And so he comes from time to time. I have all my kids at Christmas.
Yeah.
Right.
The whole damn clan down there.
I remember, a friend of mine was talking about the Allman Brothers, and you guys are a legendary jam band. You've done 6-hour shows. I mean, literally played for 6 hours.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just from the pure joy of playing, right? I mean, you don't have to stay out there for 6 hours.
No.
Some friend of mine told me a legendary story about you. He said that he was at one of your shows, and it was going on and on. I mean, you guys were really in the mood to play, And there was a hot chick in the audience. And all of a sudden, the hot chick was gone. And then you left the stage, too, for a while. There was some kind of guitar solo going on, or somebody was
playing?
Somebody was doing something. The chick disappeared. You disappeared. And then later on, she showed back up in the audience, and you showed up back on stage. Like, you could have a whole life during a jam, right? I mean, you can actually leave the stage, go off, hook up with a chick, and then...
have a whole relationship.
And have a whole relationship in that time that you're off the stage, right? I mean, is that the truth? Someone told me you got your new liver during a jam. Like, you just went out to the hospital, you got a liver, and you came back on stage. I don't know.
It was a quickie, right?
Quickie, man. Well, listen, the legendary Greg Allman. I mean, what am I going to say, man? You're amazing. A legendary band. The new book is called My Cross to Bear. It's a fascinating story. Did you remember a lot of it, or did you have to go back and ask a lot of people to cooperate with you?
I had... it's really amazing how sometimes stuff just falls in line.
Yeah.
I love when that happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, there happened to be a guy on the Allman Brothers road crew who had this strange knack of, you could ask him, all right, where did the brothers play June 3rd, 1979?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have a guy like that, Gary Baba Booey. He knows everything. I don't remember one thing about my career.
Well, save him, because if you ever do write your memoirs, you need the hardest part of it is the chronological order.
That's right.
And this guy knew it. He said, "Don't you remember that was after?" No, I don't remember.
No, it's unbelievable.
Too much stuff going on in here.
You don't practice anymore, do you? You don't actually physically sit down every day and play music, do you?
No, I sit down and write.
You do?
Do you?
You still write songs?
Oh, yeah.
You can't stop that.
Why would I want to?
And what about your voice? Do you practice singing? Do you vocalize every day, or?
I hit the shower pretty heavy.
Yeah, me too.
But see, I got a studio built onto my house.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it just fits me and my band. And we mainly use it for, like, before a big run.
Uh-huh.
We'll all meet at my house. And just play the show down.
Where do you live?
Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
And what's the marital status now? Do you have
you got a wife, right?
A wife?
I'm engaged to be married.
Look at you.
Right.
Now, what number wife is this?
Oh, please.
Come on, seriously.
Number one.
The number one wife.
What?
Good answer. Hey, what the hell? You think you got it right this time?
I know I do.
You have love. You finally have love. And also has something to do with your age, too, right? I mean, you're not the crazy young man who had to feel... You felt like you had to grab everything, every woman, every drug, every drink, right?
Yeah.
You don't have that hunger anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She's some young broad? How much younger is she than you?
Oh...
I'm guessing 20 years at least.
At least.
Greg Allman's book, My Cross to Bear, is in stores now. It's a fascinating life. You go into everything. I don't think you avoided any subject.
He doesn't avoid any of it, huh?
No. I think probably, I thought maybe you would avoid the sort of the sense of history of... there was a terrible time in your life when you got busted for drugs or something, and then everyone accused you of selling out this guy who you had to testify against, and he didn't spend that much time in jail anyway, did he? But that was a whole painful period in your life, right?
It really was.
And you had to, because people were turning on you, friends and stuff, to calling you a narc and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And you address it in the book, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And what do you say in the book? Do you explain to them that, hey, that wasn't the case?
Basically just say what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let the record stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think music and drugs just go together? Rock and roll and drugs? It was always sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Because so many musicians, great musicians, wind up with drug problems.
Well,
I think fucked up childhood and drugs go together.
And rock and roll.
Greg Allman had, I'm answering for you, but you had a very difficult childhood.
Yes, I did.
So is it rock and roll and drugs, or is it the childhood and drugs?
I think maybe a collection of both.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
And did you think that, I mean, because a lot of times we think you have this incredible gift. You can write music, you can sing, you can work it out with other musicians. That's an incredible thing. Why do you risk losing it with drugs and alcohol and...
Yeah, but then why do you risk even going into that business? You think about it. It's such a risky business anyway.
So you're risk takers right from the very beginning.
Rock and roll guys are risk takers.
They
don't have shit to fall back on for the most part, you know? You didn't go to dental school and then be in the Allman Brothers part-time.
But you never sit there and think, I shouldn't take that drug because I might ruin the brain that writes Sweet Melissa.
Yeah.
Well, now, just hold it a minute.
That's a lot on the table.
It seemed like if there was a right way to do it, I did it.
You did?
Because I had this pharmacist just right in the pocket, and he would deliver it, and
so you thought your drugs were pure because you were...
Well, no, they were all pharmaceutical.
Right.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
All your drugs were pharmaceutical.
Yeah.
So you weren't a heroin guy. You were more like barbiturates and all that kind of stuff.
No, I was a heroin guy. Dilaudid.
Oh, Dilaudid.
Yeah.
That shit's addictive. How the hell did you get off that?
Oh, man, it wasn't easy.
Did you go to rehab?
Went to 14 of them.
Wow.
But there was always this little voice back here saying, I do the dance for them.
Right.
When they cooled out, get off my back.
I'll get
Further
back.
on down, have me a cold beer or two watching the game. What the hell?
Yeah.
You go from that. I mean, by nightfall, you're into the vodka.
You talk about drugs. I mean, one of the stories in your book is that the first time you went out with Cher, you nodded out. Like, it's amazing she gave you a second date because you nodded off, right, during the first date.
I was a little tired.
Yeah,
I was going to say, was that drugs or was she boring? Come on.
Yeah, maybe she was boring.
No, she was not boring.
Not boring.
Yeah.
No.
And you even say in your book that sexually, you guys, when you finally had your night of passion, it was the second date. For some reason, she gave you a second date. She says, I think she even claims it was the most dynamic sex of her life. But God knows what you did to her. That's what you ought to tell me.
Right, that should be in the book.
What the hell did you do to that woman?
Did you have other famous women?
Yes. Don't say no. Of course you did. Don't lie about that. That's something to be proud of. All right, anyway, listen, you could go on all day with this. Greg Allman's book, My Cross to Bear, is in stores now. It's a very honest appraisal. You did it. Why'd you do it? You didn't need the money. It's just to set the record straight, right? That's it.
Well, that, and, at first it was just a journal because I thought, one day I'll be on my porch in my rocking chair with a blanket around me, and I might want to flip through these pages and relive it.
So that's how it started. And then someone said, hey, this is good enough to be a book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you still tour a lot?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You sick of it? Do you want to sit on the chair and rock away and, just kind of have a nice, quiet life?
No, it's not that time yet.
Yeah, and you're not ready for that?
No.
You're not giving it up?
Well, how much money does he have, Howard? He must be...
He's worth $15 million.
Oh, that's ridiculously
no, that's the
low.
truth. Am I right or am I wrong? Give me a ballpark. Am I in the ballpark, $15 million? Because you've been ripped off a lot. You've gone through a lot of marriages, divorce, that kind of stuff. Tell me if I'm in the ballpark.
You're in the ballpark.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Then he spread out a lot of money.
One last question, and this is a tough one. Do you ever consider giving up music and going back to dental school and becoming the dentist you should have been?
Now that's a good one to leave on.
Right. Greg Allman's book, My Cross to Bear, is in store now. It's an honor to have you here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Glad
for
I got to
coming
meet you. And we'll be back right after these words. You know, the dental business is a good business. Solid work.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
Thank you so much for coming in. It was a real
pleasure.
honor
thank
and a pleasure to talk to you.
Yeah, it really was.
All right,
Yeah.
sir. Can we get a picture with you?
Yeah, sure. Be honored.
Greg, we'll do it right in front of the couch, okay?
All right. Cool. Let me see if I got my...
Oh, do you have your own camera?
Yeah, unless you could...
I'll email it. I'll email
You
it.
a long drink of water.
Yeah, he's tall, isn't
Oh,
he?
yeah.
Robin, you want to get
Boy,
it?
you're
No,
not messing
no,
around
go ahead.
Okay, guys, right here. Greg, right here. Also, I'm going to take 2 pictures. 1, 2, 3. And one more with the flash. Hold on. Everyone stand up straight, please. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Thank you.
Well, I never thought in my life I'd get to stand next to you in a picture. I mean, all the years I spent listening to your music and sitting in a room by myself, it's a great honor to be with you.
Thank
Really
you,
is.
sir.
Truly is.
I hope
Really,
you
it's quite
enjoyed.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed your stay with us.
I did.
Good.
Can't wait to come back and maybe you have people come in and DJ.
Oh,
yeah, anytime you want.
absolutely.
Still be sitting there though in case I...
In case you screw it up.
No, in case I run out of... Yep.
We'll be there for you.
If we're there, you won't run out of anything. Don't worry. We got plenty to say.
Yeah, we're verbose.
Greg, may I talk to you for 1 sec? So you mentioned to me before the interview you didn't know much about Howard. What do you think of him now that you've sat down and had a long talk with him?
Nice guy. Very
No-
nice dude.
Nicer than you expected him to
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
be? What did you
There's a
think
lot
about
of
his...
ghost stories around about him.
What did you hear about him prior to coming in? What were your preconceived notions?
It doesn't matter.
Right. How does his interview style differ from all the other interviews you've done over the years?
Well, he gets like more into it. Like, first of all, he does his homework, that's for sure. I mean, thoroughly. And he, I don't know, I was expecting all these questions that I say, I mean, I can't answer that.
So he's a lot more laid back and conversational than you had previously thought he would be.
Lots more.
Cool. It seems a nice
But
bond.
then, like he says, we're not we're not kids anymore, you know.
Sort of you got into a more laid back situation, laid back vibe.
Yeah, it's all gotten a lot more sophisticated.
Cool. Well, hope to see you again, and good luck with your book.
All right, thank you.
We'll talk to Slash, see what he's up to. Slash, of course, of Guns N' Roses. I'm always fascinated by that whole situation.
And I
With
wonder,
that.
I mean, does the money that comes from Guns N' Roses music,
Right.
does he still get?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, because Slash, the whole band actually wrote a lot of those songs. What would happen is a lot of times Slash would come up with the riff, and then Axl will hear it and write some lyrics or something like that. And, I mean, Slash will tell you when he's in here. So, yeah, money is still being made, but you know how much money is on the table? Like, if the original Guns N' Roses got together and went on tour, they'd all make a fortune, but Axl hates Slash so much.
And it seems to be Slash in particular.
Yeah, oh, yeah. He can almost put up with the other guys, but he hates Slash.
What could Slash have done?
It's time for Slash to be a little introspective and really figure this out with me.
Right.
Which we'll do when we get back.
All right, let's bring in Slash.
That was a terrible intro.
Old friend of the show, really cool dude. Guns N' Roses, man. You know what I'm saying?
Legend of Rock.
Where's your Guns N' Roses shirt today?
I have it tattooed on my wall. I can't
Ass.
talk about where
All right.
it is, but
Okay. Well, we're gonna bring Slash in.
okay. That's better.
It's always interesting when Slash comes here.
I concur. Slash, what's up, man?
Hey, man.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's been fucking ages. I thought Howard didn't like me anymore.
Oh, definitely not. He loves you. Right this
Am I
way, sir.
following you?
Yeah. So you've got a new album out, or coming out.
I know it came out today, or it's coming out today. It's, I think after 10.
Cool, man. So you've done the show many times. Is there any fear or trepidation when you come here, or you just?
I'm usually okay, but there's always a little bit of of like, what does he want to talk to me about? Anxiety, you know.
Are there any issues that you're thinking of right now that you think he might bring up that you're not willing to talk about? Or
if I don't bring it up now, it might not even come up. You know.
See, that's a veteran of the Howard Stern Show right there.
Yeah.
All right, man. Have fun.
All right. Cheers.
My next guest is part of a legendary band, one of my favorite bands of all time.
And it wasn't a very long time that they were together at the top of their careers.
Yeah.
It sort of disintegrated at the height.
There he is, a man who everyone respects, a man who came up the hard way. He was no poser.
Wow, that's different.
What?
The
mic and the thing? Yeah, with your hair and everything.
You haven't been here since we started doing that?
No, I was. Last time I was here was 5 years ago.
Wow.
Here is a man.
Wow, look at this place.
Here is a man who is worthy of Gary wearing his blazer.
Yes, he got the blazer.
Yeah. How you doing, man?
Hey there.
You changed your legendary hat. You know, in a way, the hat is the most brilliant thing. Forget the guitar playing and forget all the great songs. You know, a lot of lead guitar players can't distinguish themselves. In a sense, your iconic hat, the top hat, it instantly made you special. Am I correct?
I don't know. I mean, it definitely became like a thing that got recognized. It wasn't intentional, you know, so I didn't sort of see it coming, but then eventually it did. It became like a signature kind of a thing.
Do you still wear it on stage?
Yeah, I wear it on stage and, you know, for photos and stuff, but you don't wear it on the street anymore because it's just...
It's ridiculous. They're slashing his hat.
I couldn't think of a better word, yeah.
When you were first starting out, did you wear it in the street, the hat?
Uh-huh.
You did. And would it blow off in the wind? Because it's a stovepipe kind of hat.
You know what?
It's like Lincoln.
It's just tall enough to be tall, but just short enough not to get knocked out by a gust of wind.
But doesn't it take balls to wear a hat like that? Seriously, I mean, people notice you when you wear a hat like that. And I bet you caught a lot of shit for wearing that hat.
How old were you when you decided to wear that hat?
Yeah, that's a good question. I no one ever gave me shit for it.
No? Well, you're a tough guy.
But, you know, because you just wear it and you're like in everybody's face, especially, right. You know, that was sort of like the way it was anyway. It was sort of like, this
How
is what
old
we
were
do.
you?
20.
Okay.
Is it true you stole that hat?
Uh-huh.
You stole it. Where did you steal it from?
A place called Retail Slut.
Retail Slut
on Melrose,
and you couldn't at the time. You had no money. I mean, it's pretty legendary. You guys were broke.
I was walking around Melrose. We had a show that night at the Whiskey, and I guess I was just cruising around looking for shit to bill for. And
did you steal a lot of stuff at that point in your life? Where you?
No, I wasn't. I sort of got past my klepto phase, but every so often I would lift something that wasn't going to turn anybody a huge profit, you know.
How do you lift a hat that size, though?
Just sort of walk out with it casually, and people just don't really notice.
Is that the truth? Like, you can't tuck it under a jacket?
No,
or
you
something?
just had to sort of, and it was busy in the store, and I sort of knew, you know, I knew.
Slash, did you ever feel guilty stealing the hat in the sense that it became your
Retail Slut? No.
You never sent them the money back?
Tammy Downs from Faster Pussycat used to work there.
Yeah, but in a sense, in a way, that became like your good luck symbol. And when you steal it, doesn't that fuck up your karma? Maybe that's why all the lead singer problems.
Because not too long after that, I got drunk at the Cat House and passed out, and someone stole it from me.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
And then you had to go get another one?
Yeah.
You paid for that.
And then I had to pay for the next one, yeah.
How many of those hats do you own?
I only have like 4.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. And one of them Lemmy just gave me.
Lemmy from Motorhead?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Which was actually very nice of him. He went and bought me a cool top hat. But
is the top hat?
But the other ones are really old. I mean, I've had them for a really long time.
And the top hat stays on your head no matter what, because when you're on stage, you
got a lot of hair.
It doesn't. It's only come off a couple times.
Right.
You know, just from banging your head so hard that you know.
No, I'm not saying this facetiously. I think it's not that you had a calculated move, but it is a brilliant move because it distinguished you right away. And if you remember the time that Guns N' Roses became huge, there were so many bands. I mean, and maybe you resented, did you resent Motley Crue and sort of were you and Guns N' Roses sort of the anti?
Well, Motley Crue, I never resented Motley Crue because they always, I first became aware of them, actually Nikki Sixx, back when he had a band called London. So he was like the original sort of glam metal guy from the 70s, from the late 70s. So when he started Motley Crue, it was way ahead of everybody else.
So you didn't resent those guys, but there were a bunch of bands that kind of.
But then after that, then everybody was, I think from Van Halen on, really, it was when that sort of whole spandex thing came in, and we were definitely the antithesis of that. We hated that shit.
But what was weird, Axl then would sometimes go on stage and almost, wear like the kilt and the stockings and the, like he almost went to that look, but
no, it was still different.
It was right,
and it's just an attitude, like the thing about Guns N' Roses in the club days. I mean, in general, was just a very much a fuck you. This is what we do, which was a genuine attitude, and how we went around. Whereas everybody else was all trying to jump on the bandwagon.
Would Guns N' Roses ever have a meeting about clothing? Now this I know this sounds weird. No, but think about it. If one of the guys showed up in spandex, or something that sort of was reminiscent of a spandex kind of band or something, wouldn't you sit those guys down and say, look, we represent a certain thing in rock and roll. We're very pure about it. This looks ridiculous.
No, it wasn't as image conscious. Like, we just sort of, everybody had their own sort of thing. And I mean, the way the band sort of fell together, it was like we were the only 5 guys at that time that really could make up that band. There was a lot of different incarnations of what ended up being Guns N' Roses in the first place.
Are you missing the original Guns N' Roses?
Was I in the original?
Are you missing the original Guns? Are you missing those days?
I don't miss it. Well, it's been a really long time.
It is, but yet it seems like so.
It's one of those kind of things where when it's at its coolest was really sort of before the 90s.
Right.
And that's something that you don't miss something like that. That's like, you do something really cool and you can't really recreate it, and you don't want to, I don't know, I don't dwell in the past like
But don't you think you could have made, where the music, when we were talking about how, bands, they create a sound and they create a kind of song.
Yeah, I'll give you an example.
And when they break up, nobody can really create what they did again.
Yeah, Slash.
You have that stuff that was recorded, which is cool.
Yeah, but Slash, what Robin's referring to is, just give me a second here to give you the theory, the way we see it, the way the Stern Show sees it. I was watching Mick Jagger on Saturday Night Live. I don't know if you watched it at all. No. Okay, I love Mick Jagger. I love the Stones. And he performed with the Foo Fighters, and he performed with Arcade Fire, and he performed even with Jeff Beck, which Jeff Beck's an incredible guitarist. True?
Oh, Jeff's my favorite guitar player.
Yeah, I think he maybe is certainly one of mine.
Yeah.
And, as good as those moments were, and it was fun, it felt like the old Saturday Night Live when there was something exciting happening. When he's not standing there with the Stones, it's just not the same. And I can't put my finger on why. I can't tell you exactly. I mean, all the musicians in the Foo Fighters are fabulous musicians. It just wasn't the Stones, And it's the same thing with Guns N' Roses. Forget the money that's on the table. If Axl could get his shit together and get back with you, I mean, I can't even imagine.
It would never happen.
What? I know I've asked you this 100 years ago, but I don't understand what's going on. Like, he hates you. Axl hates you.
Well, he I mean, that's pretty obvious, but
why? Do you have any? Have you ever seen a shrink about that? Have you ever said, I got to do some introspection here? What did I do to set this guy off?
I know exactly what it was.
What was it?
I didn't. Axl had a plan to sort of take over the whole sort of Guns N' Roses thing, and we gave up the name and all that kind of stuff, and no one really gave a shit.
Right.
Because the premise was if it breaks up, then I want to keep the name. If it breaks up, no one cares.
Right.
And then when he started to put together his own Guns N' Roses, and it was a contract, and I was like, and that was it. And so it's been, and also because when I first, I'm just spitballing, but when I first joined Velvet Revolver, and I hadn't been asked really too much about the sort of Guns N' Roses stuff, and it brought up a very bitter, so next thing you know, there was this whole sort of press run where I really sort of denounced Axl and that whole thing, and I'm sure that had some stuff to do with it. But what the thing is I don't dwell on all that stuff. I mean, I'm not real fond of it either.
You're not fond of him either.
But
right?
I don't want to take that route. I don't have time to be worrying about it, and it's not really outside of dealing with media stuff. It's not really a concern.
I guess people don't understand it because, from my point of view, I look at a band, and a band that's successful is like 1 billion to 1 shot. Let's face it. You've heard great bands that never made it.
For me, like I saw this video of us that I'd never seen before from 1987.
Right.
And there's no full-length concert or club shows or anything on video that I know of that I've seen. And that was that moment. It's almost so cool because it's the fact that it lasted as long as it did surprises
It's a miracle.
me. Yeah. And so I love it for that.
But there was a time you guys were tight and that you really loved each other.
When you first started losing band members, that's when it started to go on sort of, and that's when I started to realize that chemistry between the original 5 guys is what made it work.
And what made it work to me is that it was the songwriting process.
What was that?
Didn't you write most of the music?
Well, no. I mean, I wrote a lot of I came in with a lot of really cool sort of riff stuff that you'd be real familiar with. But as a songwriting team, we really did it together. I mean,
the whole band.
Yeah, we'd sit in a room. I mean, those songs really. I mean, from a musical point of view, I don't want to speak on a lyrical point of view, but from a musical point of view, they almost wrote themselves. Like a song would take maybe, some hours to finish from top to bottom.
Amazing, right?
So it was just that kind of. It was.
But Axl would come up with the lyric.
Mm-hmm.
And so
unless Izzy did, sometimes Izzy came up with lyrics too.
And you would sit there, maybe like the way I heard it went in your band is that you'd be sitting there and go, and then all of a sudden, then Axl would walk in and go, "Hey, man, I could sing to that."
Well, there's no sort of set pattern. I mean, songs really came out of whatever was going on at that time. So there's no rule as to how the songs were written. But sometimes there'd be a riff and it would inspire the other guy and we'd start jamming on it and then Axl would hear it and we're talking about like the old stuff. Mm-hmm. And then as we got into like the User Illusions records, then there was a whole then it was a whole different dynamic.
Right, you guys were famous by then and wealthy,
fucked up and famous,
and on drugs, and so fucked up that the whole process changed.
It was just hard to get it together to get in the studio to do that, but we finally did. And it was actually a pretty amazing accomplishment.
I think it's amazing because you guys couldn't get on stage on time. That was a whole other fucking deal.
Yeah.
That wasn't you. That was Axl clearly because he's still pulling that stuff.
That was a really hard one for me to deal with. I think more than anything because there's that you get very anxious to get going. Before it's even time to get on there, an extra 3 hours.
Yeah, I mean, what
after
was
that? And you're like, dude, I can't tell you.
And don't you lose a lot of money that way?
Yeah, it's expensive.
You got to pay over.
You pay the union dues.
Yeah. Oh my God, they have a hard out, and you better be out of there. And you guys wouldn't go on till 11 o'clock at night for an 8 o'clock show.
Right. Well, or even later. So.
Could you ever sit down with Axl and say, hey, look, we're bros. We work together. Why are you showing up so late? What's going on?
Yeah, I mean,
and if you did that, you probably were the enemy.
Yeah, a lot of stuff was attempted to try and reel that in.
Were you the chosen guy that always had to speak up and yell at Axl and say, "Listen, you're not on time"?
It wasn't, I mean, I had moments I think where it came up, but I mean, at that point we were so disconnected. Like, Axl had his dressing room and the rest of us would just be polishing off vodka in the other dressing room.
That's a death sentence when the lead singer becomes his own, like it's his own dressing room, right? That's the death sentence to a band.
It would make a great movie.
And in a sense, with Velvet Revolver, and I still say for Stealing the Hat, this is your curse. Every lead singer you get is more fucked up than the next one. Like, that's just going to be your lot in life.
No, I'm actually working with a guy right now who's amazing. He's the complete polar opposite.
Who is that?
So I think that's sort of been my blessing. His name's Miles Kennedy. I'd heard about him before Scott, right?
Scott Weiland.
Yeah. His name came up during the singer auditions for Velvet Revolver. And I mean, that's the first time I heard his name. I wasn't familiar with him. I didn't know how much, how well he sang or anything.
Right.
And but he never showed up we sent him some music. He was,
Great.
he was
Like,
interested.
what is with these singers?
He was interested, but then he never called back. And then Scott came into it, and we did the whole run with Scott. And then when we parted ways with Scott, Miles' name came up again, and this was like in 2008. And
where has Miles been? What band is he
he's
with?
in a band called Alter Bridge now.
Okay.
And so when I was doing my last record, which had all these different singers on it, at the tail end of making the record, I had these 2 songs left over that I'd never been able to figure out who should sing them.
Right.
And so, at the end of the record, here are those 2 songs still staring me in the face. And Miles had been called in at that point to sing for the ill-fated Led Zeppelin. Well, it never happened. Led Zeppelin tour. So who's this guy? He's got to be good. I've been hearing about him for years.
You mean Jimmy Page was considering making him?
They flew him out to London.
Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Because Robert Plant's being a pain in the fucking ass.
Exactly. So and I like Robert. I'm not going to go there for whatever reason.
But these lead singers, they won't go along with the game plan.
So I heard about that, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to just take a shot in the dark, and I'm going to call this guy. So I called him up, told him what I was doing, and I sent him a demo, just an instrumental. And a couple days later, it came back with an amazing vocal on it. So he lives in Spokane. So I flew him out to L.A., and we met, and he's like just really, really down to earth, very unassuming, and he's a brilliant singer.
Does it kill you inside that here you are, maybe one of the best guitar players in the world? I'll give you my list later. Maybe one of the best guitar players in the world, and you can't sing your own fucking songs.
Well, I could sing. I just don't like singing.
But doesn't it kill you that you have to put up with these assholes? Imagine if you could just sing like the way you want it to be.
Because I'm so stubborn about the simple fact that I don't enjoy singing.
Can you sing fairly well?
I mean, I can sing. I have a good rock voice, but I don't like singing.
But what's the problem? I mean, listen, I don't like doing this, but I do it.
Well, no, come on.
Come on, I'm being serious. There are days I don't want to do it, but you just...
the whole sort of, one of my definite shortcomings, of which I have a few, right, is just communication. I don't like talking.
Right.
And so, like, in this context, I do it because I'm, promoting and whatnot.
Promoting an album.
And I do it. So it's part of the gig, and I get through it. But other than that, I'm not a real talkative guy. I don't express my feelings. The last thing that I want to do is emote verbally in song. That's the last thing I want to do.
Do you sing backup vocals?
When I feel like it.
But did you do that with Guns N' Roses? Did you sing any of the background?
Here and there, but not on the record. I don't think I sang anything on it. Except for on Use Your Illusions I did, but on the first record I didn't sing anything. I didn't need to.
That's amazing to me. With all the crap you've put, I mean, like, not only was Axl Rose a disaster in terms of your interpersonal relationships, Scott Weiland.
Look how remarkably entertaining it is.
I mean, life's not dull.
I quit the band 16 years, almost 17 years ago, and still.
Yes,
but it wasn't a seminal band.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying.
But what dredged it up? What dredged it up again was this Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, what ridiculousness! Did you expect Axl to be at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
No, not. I mean, I didn't even expect to be at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There was there was a lot of mixed feelings about it. I mean, what
is your feeling about the Rock and Roll Hall? Do you think it's stupid?
I mean, no, I don't think it's stupid. I think it's a great concept. I think it's a great idea
to honor rock and roll.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's great. That's killer. But I think the reason for the mixed feelings, more than anything, is who runs it. I mean, there's
Rolling
very
Stone.
Expensive tickets involved. Well, I mean, I never paid attention to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame until 2007. Velvet Revolver played for Van Halen.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And that was my first real exposure, really paying any kind of attention to it. And it was like a suit and tie affair at the hotel,
Right.
And,
at the Waldorf.
Anyway, so.
And when you see businessmen standing there who can only afford, the only guys who can afford to go are these businessmen, you kind of go, wait a second, this doesn't feel very rock and roll.
And there was a couple of hip-hop guys that got inducted that night and so on. But, I mean, Keith Richards was there.
Is it good that hip-hop guys get inducted, or is it wrong because it's supposed to be rock and roll?
Well, I mean, like the Beastie Boys just got inducted, but to me, they're not
rock and roll.
They're both they do both, so. And it was sort of cool because they're very sort of different. They're not mainstream.
But I think your point is
full-on hip-hop. I'm like, how does that?
Who are you citing, for example? Because I'm having a hard time.
I forgot who it was.
Yeah,
I can't remember who it was.
But was it
like Run DMC, or was it? I think it was.
No.
Oh, hold on.
Run DMC?
No, because they did Walk This Way.
Was it Grandmaster Flash?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's, obviously really influential. But, when you talk about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it's those two words at the front, the rock and roll, which...
By the way, you inducted Van Halen. But
we didn't induct
Van
Halen,
for them.
We played for them, yeah.
Were you shocked at all to see that the new Van Halen tour that was just about to hit the road has now officially been called off yet again? I mean, is David Lee Roth, Axl Rose, and is Eddie Van Halen you?
You know what? I only go... I've been hearing mixed, a lot of different stories about that.
What have you heard?
Apparently, well, at first it was, internal problems, but...
Like what?
I don't know.
That David and Eddie can't get along with any lead singer.
But since then, I've heard that they're just tired. They've been going at it pretty hard since I saw him play in L.A. I don't know how many months ago. So they've been going
but Slash, to book a whole tour and then just suddenly drop out is very unusual, and also kind of wrong to do to the venues and the fan, right?
Well, I don't want to don't put me in the spot.
Why? But I want to know your feelings on this because it seems to me this is like Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, I don't feel anything in particular about it. It's their trip. Is
David Lee Roth the problem?
The only person that can explain that reality is those guys.
But here's the question: is it David Lee Roth that's a problem? I'm going to say no.
Is it canceled or is it postponed?
Canceled, I think. That's what I read. But I again, from my mind. Not that it's all about the money, even like wow, if they could just go out for a couple of dates, which doesn't seem like it wouldn't be that bad to do and be fun.
And it seems like it's a good job, it's a fun job.
And you get millions of dollars. Can't Axl or David Lee or Eddie Van Halen or you put everything else aside? I mean, how much money do you think would be on the table if you had an original Guns N' Roses tour, mainly you and Axl?
I've heard a lot of figures being bandied around there. They're in the multi-million kind of things.
Could you use multi-millions? Sure.
Yeah, but not at. It's just not going to happen. It's not
really
worth
isn't.
It's not worth it.
Had Axl shown up,
there's too many conflicts of interest to it's like. As far as I'm concerned, and this is just sort of my sort of old school naive way of looking at things, but I believe in it, is I was lucky enough. I mean, half the battle is finding something that you love to do. Right. The other half is having a good time doing it, and it was miserable, and I don't want to go back there. I don't
miserable. Not the first couple of years, as you say.
No,
in
the first
80s.
couple of years, everybody pulled their own weight. Right. It was cool. We were all in the same struggle. But
the misery started when Axl went into his own dressing room, kind of years.
It just got to be difficult,
wow.
and and people can point fingers. They could say it was my fault. I don't, whatever. Right. It's just it wasn't worth it. Yeah.
Have you ever?
And I really felt like we'd really run the gamut as far as
musically.
Yeah, because we really stopped creating anything and being inspired when those Use Your Illusions records were being done.
Did you make enough money that you never had to work again too? I mean, between the publishing...
That all depends on how much you spend.
Well, are you a big spender?
I'm not really a big spender, but I do. I have my overhead.
But you're a shitty businessman.
No, but my wife's great.
Is she?
Yeah, she's fucking
Didn't
brilliant.
you lose like $500,000? You bought a house and then you decided you didn't want the house, and then you tanked on $500,000, right? That's a lot of money.
It wasn't quite $500,000.
No.
Right, I know
but
that.
You lost some money on it.
I lost some money on the house,
right.
Yeah. But then I turned around and sold another house and made some money.
Money. So you're okay financially.
Yeah, I'm not struggling financially.
Right.
But all things considered, I really try to stay away from doing stuff for money that I don't want to do.
When you think about,
and unfortunately, all the cool stuff that I like to do doesn't make shit.
But have you ever? Because I used to read stories about you showing up where Axl was going to perform.
Well, no, there was
yeah, I heard those too.
One time where let's see, I can't. It's like 2001 2001.
Yeah.
And I went to a gig in Vegas because I'd been there prior to that, and I'd seen an ad at the hotel for a gun show.
Right.
I thought this would be interesting, and then I get there, and there's been strict whatever to keep me out of there. And then I just and at that point I haven't paid any attention to it. Yeah.
When they tell you can't go, is that when it kicks in? You go, I'm getting in there.
I was just like, are you kidding me? And I was with I think we were married at that point.
Yeah.
And we just checked into, we just went to another hotel and partied, and that was that.
But is it a weird experience to see a guy playing your guitar licks with your former lead singer. Like, it's almost like a tribute band in a sense, because those are your licks. Those are you see, to me,
He doesn't wear
what
a
makes
hat,
you
does
what
he?
makes you a great guitar player isn't getting up every night and performing those things.
It's actually flattering. That
Is it?
Somebody has to go and do all that. And really, realistically, I'm just happy he's happy.
It's not
doing his
weird
thing.
for you? Like, if I was in Led
I've
Zeppelin...
never actually seen it, though, or heard it. I know of it, but I don't follow it.
Because you didn't get to see the show that night.
Right.
Right, they threw you out. Is it embarrassing to get thrown
And that
out?
was 18 guitar players ago.
Right,
I mean,
but
there's
is it
been-
embarrassing to get thrown out? I mean...
It wasn't. Well, I mean, these guys wouldn't let me out of my room. You know, they were like-
right.
And they were apologizing. And so we were told to do this. We think it's really stupid, but
Was it embarrassing?
Not really.
Yeah.
It was like, actually, I think it was sort of like, really, this that big a deal.
What makes you a great guitar player, to me, is not necessarily the fact that you can get up and play your own songs on a stage and do it well. The fact that you created those licks, that you created that sound, that you created on a record somewhere, that's what makes you the great guitar player. Not going out and, having some guy sit there and play the same exact thing that you do and make it sound that way. That's what he's missing the point. He can hire 50,000 guys who can all recreate what you did, but they can't create the original stuff that goes on in the studio. That's the fucking shame of all of this. Now, if I could sit down with you fuckers, I would explain to you this, and I'd get you all together, knock your heads together, and get this thing going.
Good
you
luck.
know I could.
You
want me to do it?
I don't think anybody cares enough.
I care.
I know, but
You don't even care. Well, if you don't care, forget it. Then I don't care.
I mean,
but look at your history for a second. So then you leave this fucking Guns N' Roses. And the coolest band in the world, even the logos and everything else, just cool. Every kid wanted to tattoo it on themselves. Then you hook up with this guy from, what's his name? Stone Temple Pilots, Scott Weiland, who I know. And here we go again. You say, I believe, that wasn't even fun. Like, at the time when I saw you with him, you were like, yeah, man, this is great because you're trying to sell it.
Yeah.
But it was horrible too, right?
Yeah, but that was, all things considered, that was something that I think we knew going into it, what we were getting into.
That it was going to be a disaster?
We just wanted to play,
Right.
And it was me and Duff and Matt, and just like, we had done this gig where it was a fundraiser for a friend of ours that had passed away.
Yeah.
And so the guys from Buck Cherry, Steve Tyler, Cypress Hill, Duff, Matt, myself, all got together and played that night. And Duff called me up the next morning and goes, that was a kick-ass gig. We should do something with it. And it was very inspiring. And I was actually about to put together a solo project at that time. I was starting to sort of do what I'm doing now, and I started piecing it together then. And so I got sidetracked with Duff, and we went and started putting this thing together. And we were auditioning like, I'd say or at least listening to about 200 singers a week for about 10 months.
It's like America's Got Talent.
And then, man, it was miserable.
And what do you do when you audition a singer? They come up in front of you. Mm-hmm. They play a little bit with you.
Yeah.
They sing. And then you have to turn to them and go, okay, next.
Yeah, so
really?
more or less. It's a little bit more
mackerel.
personal than that.
Right.
It's like it's just the guys in the band in a funky rehearsal room.
Right.
And the guy comes in and you say hey and try to make people feel as comfortable as possible.
Do you know right away if a guy's working or not?
Sometimes you can tell right the second they walk in.
Like 30 seconds in.
Yeah.
Even his attitude.
But
maybe.
then and then sometimes you go through a few songs and you work at it trying to see exactly what's missing or.
Do you call those guys afterwards and say, look, hey, we thank you for doing this, but...
Something like that.
Yeah, it's weird.
Exactly
it's got to be a weird scene.
The process is. But anyway, so then the idea of Scott came up. And I was the only guy in the band that didn't know Scott.
Yeah.
I didn't really know much about his history. I'd heard some crazy stories about STP. But,
right.
Duff and I were like fresh out of detox, right?
Oh, God.
And we thought we can fix this guy.
Yeah.
But you know what happened
You've got religion.
with all fairness to Scott, he was a mess when we got going, but we wrote a couple good songs and but
you don't like him personally.
No, I like him better not in a band with him than I do in a band with him.
Right. What went wrong? Did you see a lot of Axl-isms in him?
There was a lot of
diva shit,
uncontrollable diva stuff,
like the separate dressing room again.
Yeah, I mean, just like serious rock star stuff that I was just like,
What is
I don't
serious
have to.
rock star stuff? Give me an example.
That's just when your sense of entitlement is just to
Off
the
the
point
wall.
of being so inconsiderate to the people around you that
Does it go from...
you can't work in a group situation. You've got a crew, you've got management, you've got the guys in the band, you've got all these people all sort of working together as a team, and you got this one guy that has decided he's going to dictate to everybody what's going to happen, then not even show up.
Right.
You know?
And so the behaviors
Wow.
become everything from where's my green tea with the... And why is my honey not
I can't
here?
find my shoes in my hotel room. I can't, you know.
Right, literally, they
I'm
become
gonna-
like infants.
I'm going to get some coffee. I'm going to wander down the street, and then you can't find him, and it's 5 minutes to showtime. Just like, you know, it's classic stuff. But anyway.
And does he ever apologize and say, gee,
no,
I'm sorry?
I mean,
Yeah.
actually, you know what happens is it's a chemical thing or something where they just don't realize they're doing anything wrong, and that's when it's.
Where does that
actually-
entitlement come from? Does it come from a mother who never said
I
no?
think it's just fucking extreme narcissism.
It is. It's like no
But
empathy
do
for
the
anyone.
drugs create that? Do you
Drugs
think?
help, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're
Drugs-
going to intensify those
Drugs and
feelings.
booze, you know, and egos and all that stuff. We all have them, you know. I mean, it's not like I'm fucking innocent of all this shit. But there's an extreme that you can go to where it just makes everything a miserable process.
That diva stuff I don't get because I would be embarrassed. You know what I mean?
I mean, it doesn't matter what you do as long as you show up and
And you perform.
and you perform and you sort of treat the people around you with enough respect so that they can.
How do you end that
do
whole
their-
situation, though? How do you end Velvet Revolver? Like, do you just call up Scott and go, look, man,
Well-
we can't deal with this anymore?
There was, I think, we canceled Australia for the second time.
Yeah, that kind of gives it. Have you seen him since?
Yeah. And at that moment, and it was to go to rehab, one of many stints at rehab.
Yeah.
And
Does
it was
rehab
right
not
after
work?
a show. Just depends. You know, it's like anything else. It depends on how committed you are when you go in.
Rehab worked for you, right?
Yeah, it worked for me, but it took me a long. I refused to go to rehab until I finally decided I wanted to get clean. And I needed a place to go where nobody was going to bug me, so I could just get my shit together.
You stopped smoking cigarettes too, right?
Yeah.
But that's
Wow.
that's probably more. Was that what's more difficult to get off, heroin or cigarettes?
Cigarettes is an ongoing thing that never goes away.
Oh yeah.
And I have nicotine supplements, so I'm not.
Oh, you do. But you have. When's the last time you physically smoked a cigarette?
It's been more than 3 years.
Wow, good for you.
So
Yeah.
I still have my moments, like certain things trigger it, and you're like, "Ooh, that looks good."
Yeah,
but
that's a tough one to break.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is harder than heroin, right?
I mean, it's not physically as stressful as heroin is, or alcohol, which is the worst one as far as I'm concerned.
Because coming off alcohol, you get the DTs. Is that the tough part?
Yeah.
And you just rather take a drink than experience
That's
that.
why I used to drink 24/7 because I learned way early on if you get up in the morning with a hangover, you can just drink it away, and did that for 25 years.
Did you ever get to the root of why you drank? Did you ever sort of get into rehab and really do that hard work and say, man, there's something going on here with
Well,
me?
yeah, but it's a long conversation. But a lot of it, it was all fun and games for the longest time. But it wasn't until I'd say in the 90s when it became a necessity, and it became that crutch to sort of get you through, which is one of the reasons why I don't ever want to go back into that situation, because it was literally like the peacekeeper, the thing that pacified you to get through those 3 years of touring with those the last guns thing.
Do you think if it wasn't for guitar playing, you would have just ended up an angry guy, maybe even just a criminal or something like that?
No, I'd be doing something artistic.
Yeah.
That was
what
always
else
the main
artistic
thing.
do you do?
I draw.
Oh, you
or I draw or
draw.
paint or whatever.
Yeah. Probably paints nude chicks.
You're right.
You miss all the. You're still married, right? You got back with your wife.
Yeah.
You guys. Had
We
some
never actually.
Everyone in your life, you've had fucking incredible problems. There's no peace for you.
Well,
your lead singers, your wife.
Yeah.
Isn't this like the second time you married her?
Well, no, we had our 10-year anniversary, so we renewed our vows for our 10-year anniversary. But we only had one stressful time, and that was really something that was more or less caused by somebody internally that fucking did the divide and conquer thing on us.
What do you mean? Who could
and
do
she
that?
was in one side of the world, and I was on the other, and started up.
Did
all
what they
this
said
shit.
you were cheating and stuff?
All that stuff.
They
yeah.
told her all
and
this shit.
It told me.
Were you cheating?
Was I? No.
And you thought she was cheating?
More or less, yeah.
Oh.
And they were really fueling it too.
Wow.
And telling me
Was
all
she
this crap.
cheating?
No,
she wasn't.
No.
Who would want to do that to a marriage? Who would want to do that?
Yeah, let's not get into all that one. But anyway, so
what do you
we
mean?
managed.
You know who the guy was that was feeding you all this shit?
It was
What was the motive?
It was I think. Well, I don't want to get into it because it's too complex to.
What jealousy? What the fuck?
Let's talk about Guns N' Roses. Man.
What a life!
I'd rather talk about that.
Has life been difficult for you? Or?
No, man. I've had my moments. We were talking about Velvet Revolver, and there was, with all due credit to Scott, there was a period in there where we all fell off the wagon, like in 2005.
Oh, geez,
that's when I finally,
Yeah, you know what though? Hanging out with Scott, how can you not? Who could blame you?
We were a hot mess. And,
how long did you fall off the wagon for?
You know what? It was pretty much that from. It was a gradual thing. It started with
a beer?
No, it started with a bottle of Jack Daniels when we finished mixing or mastering the first record. And I was over at Sterling Sound, and I saw a bottle of Jack. And I've been clean for about 2 years.
Right.
And I saw this bottle of Jack, and it just seemed like the perfect reward. So that was that controlled thing.
Did you say to yourself, like, hey... / I could drink a bottle of Jack Daniels and then never touch it again? Was it that kind of internal?
I just figured, I don't think I put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure.
Were you disgusted with yourself the next day?
No. I thought,
no.
I can control this.
Right. Yeah, it looks like
I'd never been to rehab at that point. I hadn't done any meetings. I didn't know anything about all that stuff. And I had a great time, but then when a lot of friction started with Velvet, then it became just very chaotic.
How much alcohol would you need to get drunk? Like, would you need...
I didn't even get drunk anymore. I mean, it was just sort of like a...
Maintaining.
Yeah, you sort of have like that...
Like, you'd get up in the morning and have a drink?
Oh, yeah, drinking a cigarette. Sometimes
no shit.
I have the cocktail left over from the night before.
And just finish.
And that was really normal.
I mean, that is crazy. Right? Do you see how crazy that is now, or do you still think it's normal?
It does, I mean, I look back on it and go, that's... I mean, even Ronnie Wood, who I used to go crack, he goes, dude.
Hey, dude, you're out of control. And this guy's in the Stones.
I've been with Keith Richards. You're out of control.
Right, I mean,
so
wow.
It takes somebody else to point it out to you. But
God only knows what was in your head. It's something from childhood, right?
Well, I mean, I come from a drinking, like my whole British side of my family. My dad was a pretty good drinker.
I still love that your mom was dating David Bowie when you were a kid. And like you used to see him in the morning. I love that.
Looking back on those guys, they had some pretty extreme shit going on.
Have you seen Bowie at all, like recently?
I haven't seen him. I talked to him a few years ago.
Is he so proud of you? Did he recognize at the time when he was living with you and your mom,
well,
did he recognize you were a great musician?
We had a bad experience where he went to a gun show in L.A.
What happened?
Axl berated him. And
what?
David was with my mom, and for some reason Axl got it into his head that he was after Aaron. And so from the stage...
Aaron, his girlfriend?
His girlfriend back then. And
Axl was so delusional, he thought Bowie wanted
so then
her.
he tripped, and so I think David just went...
Was David backstage when he got berated?
He was in the balcony in the front of the stage.
And so from the stage, Axl was berating Bowie. And what did he say to Bowie from
I
the
can't
stage?
remember, but whatever
it was awful.
He genuinely felt threatened.
Wow.
So it was a very uncomfortable kind of thing.
And isn't Bowie one of the greatest artists we have?
He's great.
He really is.
He's phenomenal.
Where is he now? You don't want... What is he
He's fat.
doing?
He doesn't want to be seen.
No,
that's what I heard.
Last I heard, he was working on a movie or something.
Have you seen him? I heard he got fat and he doesn't want anyone to see him.
I haven't seen him.
But I mean, who knows? Well, I mean, it's crazy. He's got to come out and say hello to everybody.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. Hey, I'm a judge now on America's Got Talent.
Actually, last night I was in my room and I was flipping channels, and I saw these guys with these sticks.
Right.
Nailing themselves in the balls, and
do you believe how great that is?
And then I saw you, and you looked like you were having a good time.
Oh my
Sharon
God.
looked completely beside herself.
Yeah, right.
And I saw this thing, and I was like, and they're jumping off of one of the shoulders or something onto
a board.
And the dude wears no cup. Did you think that? But did you think that was the funniest thing you ever saw?
No, it was very unsettling. I only watched about 45 seconds of it.
Really?
I have the whole like I was talking to George about that earlier. I said I thought that was the greatest thing ever. It was funny, like
you don't
Jackass.
get into all that Jackass stuff?
It reminds me of my BMXing days. And It's a little unnerving. I went to go see the first Jackass, and I remember sitting there going, God, that reminds me when I was like 15 years old, 14 years old.
What do you think of, I mean, you must be an Aerosmith fan. I can't imagine you're not.
I knew this was coming.
Well, I'm kind of curious. When Steven is now a judge on American Idol, and he's also doing Burger King commercials.
That's crazy.
Is that crazy to you, or how do you feel about it?
Well, the Burger King commercial doesn't faze me now because he'd already done the American Idol thing. Right. And I think initially when he signed on to do American Idol, I'm a huge Aerosmith fan and friends with all those guys.
Right.
And it was sort of like, putting the band aside to do this own personal feed of whatever it was.
Right.
And so I was very sort of anti that whole thing, and then I realized, it's whatever he's got to do to do whatever makes him happy.
But did it remind you of Axl again? Because here's the lead singer putting his needs ahead of the band's needs.
I think that was the general feeling at the time at first. But then,
as someone in a band, you don't understand that. You should put the band's needs in front of your own.
See, that's the thing, is you get into that kind of headspace where you're looking at what he's doing, but and talking to Joe about it, I know there was some tension there for a minute, but they work it out, and you can't worry about what other people.
Has it been good for Aerosmith in a way? They say their record sales went up, and then
new audience.
I'm sure that it works, and
but a credibility
they've got a new album
lost.
coming out. I think the most important thing, as long as you're producing new material,
right?
It doesn't matter if you want to go fuck around doing this, and as long as you're working something. The thing that bugs me is just getting, in this day and age right now, the big thing is just getting famous for absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I mean, these kind of shows do make you famous for not having. You'd be the first one to say, you know how much hard work we put into Guns N' Roses. Like before you guys popped, you were hanging around in the shittiest places.
And
practicing.
Still, I mean, there's always work going on as far as like producing new material and this and that and the other. And so no matter how visible you are, as long as you have something that's going on to back you up. But if you're just walking around looking for attention and you're not promoting something, you're just hey.
Well, have you done any of those shows?
I did American Idol I did
you did a duet with
a mentor thing.
Uh-huh.
And Adam Lambert. It was the only time that I ever watched American Idol. Somebody called me up and said, you got to check out this singer. He's really good.
He is good.
And I went and I watched him for a couple nights, and he was phenomenal. So I had a friend, somebody I work with, that his wife works down at CBS, and so I went down there to go see him in person, and they said, you got to come on the show and do it. And I was like, no, I can't do it.
Right.
It's the Antichrist,
Yeah, right.
And they talked me into it, and I was, and at that time I was in the studio working an album, so I didn't even have anything coming out.
Were you happy you did it?
It was okay. I mean, it was an
experience. Do you worry that Axl's sitting somewhere going, look at him, he's on American Idol? Do you ever think, like, what does Axl think?
No, if I was to be concerned with that, it would drive me crazy.
You do nothing.
But they said you can do it however you want to do it, and we'll facilitate it for you. So we did it at the Roxy.
Right.
And they had to get on stage and sort of do it in this club kind of vibe. But Adam was singing, so it was cool.
Right.
But it was not something, it was an interesting experience. It's not something I'd want to create as my day job.
Yeah. And in a strange way, when I think about it, you're in such a unique position because you're such a great guitar player. You always need to go find that singer. And I remember you were saying at one point when you were doing a solo thing, you were thinking of putting Michael Jackson as a singer on your record.
Well, when I was doing that last record with all the different people on it, the thought crossed my mind it'd be cool to have Michael cross over and do like a really hard rock song, but I never pursued it.
You know why you never pursued it? It had to be this. I had a meeting with him once. It was the strangest thing ever. And maybe musician to musician, you have that sort of secret language.
I worked with him.
Yeah,
a bunch.
you did.
No,
yeah.
I know, but how weird is it when you work with this guy? Because he was out there. Let's be honest.
Well, musician to musician, it was there was really a lot of chemistry. And there was a definite meeting of the minds there.
Right.
And so that was our relationship.
But when you sit down and you start to have a real conversation, there isn't any, right?
I mean he comes from a different place.
Yeah, I was going to say, what are you going to talk to Michael
But
about?
he's a good guy, but you got to
But you probably never approached him about singing on your record because it's so much of a fucking hassle to talk to the guy.
It's just, it probably seemed like a little bit of an overwhelming kind of process to get that going. And then he passed away, not maybe 3 weeks after I had the thought.
You weren't surprised about
and
that,
I was still
were
in
you?
the studio, you know.
Yeah.
I was actually a little surprised. I mean, I think I was hip to a lot of his issues prior to that, but I wasn't. I mean, wait, that's the designer drug of the decade.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I mean, would
Wow.
you have ever? Can you imagine
you never
calling
did
a doctor?
propofol.
I mean, I
and
was
keep him on
surprised
staff?
when what's her face was getting methadone at her apartment.
Who's that?
What was her name?
What the hell is that?
We were actually friends with her for a while. I just can't. I'm drawing a blank right now.
What does she do?
You know the blonde who had her own reality show that was sort of like the
Anna Nicole.
Anna Nicole.
Anna Nicole,
She was
yeah.
getting
It was crazy.
big things of I was like,
Were you friends with her for a while?
Yeah.
Did you ever do her?
no.
No.
Big things of methadone.
Yeah, she had in her refrigerator. She had these
Were you jealous?
a little bit. I was
Did
like,
you
I never
hate-
got that crap.
Did you know, it's often been painted that the end of Guns N' Roses and that era of music was over because of bands like Nirvana. Did you guys hate Nirvana? Did you hate what they were about?
Yeah, no. I mean, Nirvana was great. I think that.
But they were critical of guys like you. They're like,
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
they
this
were.
guy-
I mean, I really, with all due respect to Kurt and Courtney and all that, there was some issues that happened having to do with Axl that I felt like they were totally right.
they were like,
I mean,
criticizing.
you know, it's like, you know, it's one thing to be, you know, recognized and famous and stuff. But it's a whole different trip. You sort of take your own chances when you start acting like that. you know?
Right.
But anyway, and there was some issues, but I always thought that the 90s was one of the early 90s was a really healthy sort of page for rock and roll.
Even though it meant the end of
it didn't mean shit.
it meant the end of a certain kind of rock and roll.
It did. Well, it ended that. I mean, it was sort of that transition from hair bands and so on,
Right.
which actually started ending after Guns made it anyway. It started to sort of dissipate. But when they came in, there was a new thing going on. But we were still playing stadiums, and we'd stayed together. We would have just
right. And you agreed with the criticisms that Nirvana was making about Axl.
Well, there was. I remember what was going down, and you know, those criticisms were like, you know, I mean, all things considered, I sort of agree.
Right. Yeah. Well,
But
that's crazy, man.
But anyway, but that was a cool period. So, but I don't think that it had. You know, there was all that talk about like, well, grunge ended the whatever. And like for us, it had nothing to do with that.
Right. So grunge wasn't the arch enemy.
No.
Yeah. Do you agree? Someone said that you're maybe the second great. I mean, lists or whatever you want to make of them, but you're like the second greatest guitar player in the world ever. You don't think that's true?
Are those hands licensed or insured?
Do you worry about your hands seriously? I mean, like, would you get into a fist fight with a guy and punch him out?
Well, you know, I box and stuff.
Yeah.
And I realize that's a lot of stress on my wrist.
It's stupid.
'cause I can feel it later.
I mean, yeah.
But you know, I'm not overly what you call paranoid or anything.
Yeah.
I don't like to leave my arm out the window when I'm driving.
Right. Do you play every day? Do you still sort of practice?
Yeah.
You do, because you love it.
Yeah.
Wow. What does that mean? Like, do you sit down and try to create new music, or do you play? What do you play?
Right.
What's a
like I'm on
practice
the road
session?
right now.
Yeah.
And we got an album coming out today.
Right.
So
I should mention that
I'm doing it for you.
The new album is called Apocalyptic Love. Yeah, he's not here for his health. Apocalyptic Love is in stores now, and there's going to be a whole bunch of Slash tour dates. You can go to slashonline.com. You'll be with your new singer.
Right.
Yeah.
So when I'm on the road, you know, I write in my room.
Yeah.
When, you know, after shows and stuff, and then in the dressing room I practice, and then we go up and play, and that's the best practicing because there's a lot of improvising.
In your dressing room, you practice with your band?
No, just by myself.
By yourself. And what do you do? You go through the whole set list? And
No, you just warm up, and you know, if you got some ideas, or you just sort of noodle around.
Who's your favorite guitarist in the world?
We were talking about Jeff Beck. He's the guy that has consistently been the most inspiring.
Was Hendrix an inspiration?
Yeah.
Had to be, right?
Yeah, Hendrix. I mean, all those guys.
All those guys, yeah.
Clapton, Page,
yeah.
Keith Richards, Mick Taylor, Ronnie Wood.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I could go on for days, guitar player. And that's why I'll never go, I agree with being in any kind of top 10, top 20, top 50 list of guitar players.
No.
That's very flattering, but it's also, you know, really embarrassing.
Hey, today's Rock Day. You know who's coming in next? Greg Allman's coming in.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I'm really excited about
You know Greg?
talking to him. You know him at all?
You know what? I think we met once, but I don't know him. We used to go out with the same girl.
Is that right?
No shit.
You know him through a girl.
I bet you Greg got more pussy than you did. And you got a
You know
lot.
what? I'm not going to argue with you.
I mean, Greg's the man. I bet you Greg drank when he got up in the morning, too,
Oh,
just
my
like you.
God.
You two should go
He
bond.
drank right through a liver.
In fact, don't even talk to Greg because you are easily influenced.
Right.
You know what I mean? Your sobriety's a little tenuous. I love
he's
seeing
okay
you.
now.
It's good
He
to
looks
see you,
okay.
man. It's
Good
been a
seeing you,
while,
too.
yeah.
Fun conversation. I wish you the best of luck. The new album is called Apocalyptic Love. Very difficult for a young man like myself to say. And also, Slash's tour dates. Go see Slash. It's... what is it? SlashOnline.com, I guess. That's the place you go and you get all the
That's
different
my
dates.
website, yeah.
It's great seeing you.
Really good to see you. This place looks great. I
Yeah.
don't know if it's different than the last time I was in here, but
I don't know.
nice to
but
see you
did
too.
thank
I've
you.
seen you a couple times in passing.
Yeah, we've run into each other out there, yeah.
Now, how'd you miss banging Robin? I don't understand that.
He was busy. He banged right past me.
That's right. Yeah, he banged right past you in the room. Well, look, Slash, I don't know when I'll see you again.
At some point, but
Let's hope we run into each other.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a party animal, so I'm sure we hang out at the same time.
I'm going to come down and see you on the set of America's Got
Come.
Talent.
You know when you got to come? We're going to be doing
I
some
want to see
live
what
shows.
competes with the guys beating the shit out of their balls.
No one. I think those guys are slam dunk winners.
I mean, because
I can't believe
was
you
that a
tuned
talent?
out. Yes, it's a talent because he makes you laugh.
There was three of them, weren't there?
There was three guys,
Like
and then
Yeah,
one
the
guy.
other
It
guys
takes two
just kick
guys
him
to
in the
pummel the
balls.
other guy's
And then
ball.
Nick, if you stay tuned, Nick kicked the guy in the nuts.
I should
too.
have stayed tuned. It was very unsettling. I was like,
I don't want to ruin anything, but in the finale, he cuts off his penis.
yeah, right.
It's a laugh a minute.
No, Sharon doesn't.
Sharon circumcises him. All right, listen.
All right,
good things have to, come to an end. All right. The great, the one and only Slash.
Good seeing you.
Good seeing you too.
I can talk about. I can talk about. Yeah. I can
to meet you. Nice to meet you too.
I can talk about bands and lead singers every
I know. Oh,
day.
God,
Well,
those
I was-
dynamics are
I never
crazy.
get
I was sitting in the green room and they turned up the volume and I was like, oh, we're going to talk about this. Because all I want to do is just get away from that. But everybody
You can't get away from it because it's going to be endlessly fascinating to people because
You were so
fantasy.
successful.
But the fantasy is that everyone wants to be in a great band.
Yeah.
And then the fascination is, well, how can that go wrong? It can't possibly
You know what?
happen.
At this point, it's like if it were to get back together, it would last for like 5 minutes. People are like, "Oh, okay." So the fascination is with
Is the fact that it won't
Right,
get back together.
right,
Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
You're right. You've got it all figured out.
It's really good to see you.
All right.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
Slash, before we went in, you mentioned the fear of the unknown when you go to do Howard's show. I mean, you don't know what he's going to say next. You don't know what he's going to ask. Were there any questions in there that really took you off guard?
The majority of the first half of the interview was sort of like, "Oh, great,"
I saw you try to turn it a few times. So
I
how
did
are you
actually.
doing, Howard?
It was funny how easily manipulated Howard could be subject matter wise, because I did change the subject a couple times and we get on a tangent. Of course, he'd bring it back eventually.
Well, you knew inevitably he was going to ask you about the Axl stuff, given the recent.
No, I knew because before I went in there, I heard him talking about it before I came in. He said that's what he was going to ask me, so I was prepared.
Are you tired? Are you sick and tired of answering things about that guy?
I'm sick to death of it.
Do you wish he'd come here and sort of get grilled and have the balls to do what you do?
Could have a hot fire, really.
All right, man. Apocalyptic love. Good luck with that, man.
Thanks, man. Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, fabulous you last night.
Did you watch?
I did indeed.
I had a feeling you might be glued to your TV.
I felt so the pain you felt when that little boy started crying.
It was the worst.
I know exactly how you must have felt because I remember when I was reading to my grandniece. She was about 4 years old then. And one of the characters in the story I was telling her about died. And she said, "She died?" And I looked at her, and her eyes were welling up with tears. And I felt so...
Did you tell her to toughen up?
No, I felt so vulnerable
It's a stupid story,
and helpless,
Yeah,
So I know exactly how you must have felt.
Oh, it's so crazy, too. Well, first of all, there's an article in the New York Post about this, that the kid and the family were confused because I was on stage and I said, did you see it at all, Robin?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so I said, you're going to Vegas, because I was like, no way I'm breaking this kid's heart.
You're trying to stop those tears under any circumstances.
Yeah. And so afterwards, the producers came and they said, Howie and Sharon, how do you vote? And I said, what do you mean? And they go, well, they have to vote too.
Yeah.
I go, oh, that's right. They're on the show.
Right. It's not just your show.
Right. And so Sharon and Howie voted no. And their feeling was, look, he wasn't that strong, and no sense in bringing him.
Couldn't drag him through another rejection.
And so they told the kid afterwards, look, you're not going to Vegas. Just because Howard said he wants you to go to Vegas doesn't mean that you automatically go through. There are rules to the thing. So it said in the New York Post today that the family
was confused.
Well,
they are a confused family.
Well, I don't know the family, but I'll tell you what.
They sent their kid out there thinking he could rap. They're confused.
Right, yeah. Well, let's go to Jeffrey in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Howard. I just have to say it's great to hear George Takei this week. He's a welcome addition every time he's in. But, I watched AGT with my wife last night. We went from total amazement with the dog act. We were actually at that show in New York. That was the first show you guys taped. And then we went to, we were both crying with that 7-year-old. And then we're in total
You were crying?
amaze. I mean, my wife started crying, and I looked at her, and I started tearing up. I'm like, what are we doing? And I'm like, and then you went up there, and my wife...
You know what's weird? I'll tell you a memory I have of hugging that kid.
Uh-huh.
I went up on the stage, and the first memory I have is that I somehow ended up on the stage. I don't even remember getting out of my chair.
You just went up there.
Yeah, because I really was upset that he was crying. I don't feel bad about buzzing him. That's the show, and the kid was not good.
But you did cave. You lied to the kid.
Yeah, I did. I did lie.
You're the greatest rapper in all. In fact, none of those rappers are as good as you that I've heard.
Yeah, and he was like, that's right. I mean, I didn't know what to say. I just felt awful, okay? And the other thing I remember, and this kills me, when I hug, I had daughters, and my girls are grown now. They're grown women. But when I hugged him, I felt like, I was like, oh my God, hugging this little boy made me feel so... it was a feeling I couldn't remember. It was
when your little girls were little girls.
Yeah. I don't even remember that. And it was like, oh my God, he's such a little boy. My arms around him. It was like
it told you what a little person this was,
and how fragile and how tiny he was. And I just melted when I hugged this kid. I just wanted to protect him, and if I ever came close to ever wanting kids again, it was in that moment.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it really was that profound for me.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, oh, my goodness, this little boy.
Did the feeling pass?
Oh, yes, rapidly. No, I came to my senses. But it touched me.
Touching moment.
Yeah, it was not a phony moment because there was no time to sort of calculate it. I just went up there. And I remember I still can feel him in my arms and hugging him and feeling like, oh my God, it feels so good to hug this little boy.
We felt your helplessness and your vulnerability.
Well, they didn't even show you. I then went down on the floor and started banging my head into the into the floor. They didn't show that, right? Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean they cut out a lot of stuff.
It was.
We didn't see that.
I was like,
the whole theater, everything stopped.
Yeah.
Because this little kid fell apart. And he just ran up to the stage and dropped to his knees and started hugging him and talking to him to make him stop crying.
Yeah.
And everybody felt the same way.
Yeah.
We all felt for that child.
Oh, man. We were all like, oh.
Yeah. 10 minutes before that, he had buzzed some girl up on stage, and she was like a teenager.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that was great. Now I want to see him do a little kid. Yeah. And the next act out was mere money. And then I was like, oh, I never want to see that again.
By the way, Sharon buzzed the kid, too.
Yeah, but Howie,
the only mistake you made was buzzing so quickly.
Well, wait a second. I didn't buzz that quickly.
Well, I guess
I think it was condensed.
You were the first one.
And Howie actually pointed it out.
Yeah.
Howie was the one who said, what did Howard do?
Let's be clear. Howie got him crying.
That's right.
Yeah, I didn't. I was going to dwell on hitting the buzzer on Howie. Was like, do you know what that man just did? And that's when the kid started crying. But the edit, was a little...
Made you look cruel.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny, too, because the boy hadn't been prepared at all to be there.
Yeah.
And so when Howie said, what did that man do? He goes, he hit an alarm.
Yeah. There's a lot more to that show than you know.
How long did he go on before you buzzed him?
It was longer than what it appeared last night.
It was terminally. I mean,
Yeah,
the
it seemed
whole
very quick.
audience, the kid could not rap.
No, he couldn't. That was very clear
Look,
immediately.
I had to do it.
Yeah,
I'm not. I
you're
said
right.
I'm not going to sit there and play games.
The kid went on for a good minute going mere money.
Yeah,
Mere money.
Yeah, mere money.
We saw enough to
Right.
agree with Howard.
But he was a sweet little boy. Hey, guess who's on the phone? David Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff, formerly of Baywatch, formerly of Knight Rider, and formerly of America's Got Talent, which is a gig I can't believe. Hey, David, how are you?
I'm formerly of everything.
Yeah, where are you, by the way?
I'm formerly in L.A.
Oh, you're
I'm
in
in
LA.
in my home, getting ready to fly to New York to race in the Gumball Rally.
You're a fascinating guy to me. I could talk to you all day. I'm trying to figure you out.
I'm trying to figure you out.
Well, feeling is mutual.
I mean, first I do Baywatch, then you do Son of a Beach.
Right.
And then I do America's Got Talent, and then you replace me on America's Got Talent. Why do you keep taking my franchises?
First of all, I didn't replace you on America's Got Talent. I replaced Piers. Howie replaced you.
How can you replace Pierce?
I have said, did you, be honest with me, because you're a pretty honest guy. You wrote a book about everything in your life. You wrote a book about your problems, with alcohol and everything else, which is honest. But why, in God's name, would you walk away from America's Got Talent, or were you canned?
I kind of didn't walk away. It was just more of a negotiation thing, and it was 4 years. I was sitting next to Pierce Morgan and butting heads, and you'll find out. It's a lot of work.
No, it is a lot of
work. You travel around the country, and you listen to people whistle through their noses, and after a while you say, I'm watching my life go away. And, it's more fun to be on the radio and be on stage and be judged than it is to try to sit there and make up some nice way of telling this person they should be in a mental institution.
But wasn't there, like, for you, it's such a high-profile gig. And in a sense, you don't have to sit there and memorize a script. You don't have to sit there and work out a whole thing with a bunch of actors. Right. I just thought it was like a perfect high-profile gig for you. Puts you on the map, puts you in America's consciousness.
Right.
But I also understand what you're saying. I mean, it is a huge time commitment.
Oh, my God, man, you're all over the country. I mean, it's fun. It's fun for... if you take your wife or your girlfriend or you want to party and stuff, but my God, after 4 years of the same thing, and also it just wasn't fun sitting on the panel. It would have been great fun sitting next to you, dude. We would have had a blast. But after butting heads with Pierce and threatening to kill him on the air, I finally said, I can't take it any longer. So.
Yeah, because you're at least your on-air persona is one of, like, Mr. Nice Guy. I mean, the David Hasselhoff brand, if you will, is Mr. Nice Guy and a likable guy. And so, the thing with Piers seems to have been really contentious. I mean, it was no joke. You hated him.
He was writing stuff behind my back, and I would tell him stuff, intimate stuff about my divorce and stuff that was going on, and he would just immediately print it in the newspapers and then would deny it. But then, once I threatened to kill him on the air, we finally became really good friends. And now we're
Why did you threaten to kill Piers? And believe it or not, now that I'm part of the show, you do get into these really angry battles with your fellow judges sometimes about which talent should go through. I know it seems kind of silly, but you do have your favorites and you do defend them, right?
You defend them, but and also it breaks your heart if they don't go through, and then you find out later. You want somebody to go through, and somehow the production company comes by and says, "Well, they didn't put them through." And what are you talking about? And you put your heart and soul into helping this person make it.
You once threatened to headbutt Piers Morgan on the air. That was what it was, right? You said, "I'm going to headbutt you."
Yeah, but then I changed it to we got to stop butting heads.
Did you come to the point that you want?
He said, dude, you can't threaten to kill me on the air. I said, buddy, I swear to you, you call me out again, you embarrass me one more time, I have no problem spending the rest of my life in prison.
But David, what did he say to you to cause you to actually want to physically hurt him?
Basically, we had agreed that year that we were going not to pass the talent through on heart, and we weren't going to call each other out. We were going to have fun, and it was not going to be nasty. And so immediately he went, he went for the jugular and called me out and said, I'm going to put you guys through because, I have heart and David Hasselhoff doesn't, and I want to put you through just spite David Hasselhoff. And it was just kind of an agreement before the year started that we were all going to have fun and not call each other out. And so he called me out, and I called him out. But then after that, we laughed about it and became very good friends. And he, I've hung out with him, and his kids have come to my show at the Panto.
Yeah, but how could you become friends with a guy who you claim you would tell him things, and because he's a newspaper guy, he would then print them in the newspaper and betray you? How can you turn your back on that?
You have to sit there next to that person for 80 acts.
Yeah, but if Piers asked you to come on his show today, would you hold it against him that he printed things about you?
Actually, I went on his show, and we had it out on the show in a very nice way, and then he apologized. And
but why be so fucking nice, David? If I may, it may say.
What?
No, I mean, if I tell somebody,
you just got to get on with life, because life isn't fair, man. Just get on with it.
But wait a second. If I'm sitting with a guy in a privacy, we're working together, and I tell him, hey, listen, my marriage is in trouble or something like that, or hey, I had a run-in with my kids or something, and I was, confiding in him because we spent so much time together, and then the next day I read it in the newspaper, I could never forgive that. I honestly could not.
Oh, come on. You did that to me, and I forgave you.
Bullshit.
Yes, you did. You said something about me on the air that was in confidence, and I called you up off the air, and you said, "Hey, buddy, I'm sorry."
You did?
A joke. Yeah.
What was it?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. I don't recall anything like that.
I don't recall hardly anything in my life.
What was it?
I think he just made that whole thing up.
Of course he did. I never did that to you. I don't know you that well.
You did. It was something about Son of a Beach, and something about coming on the show, and then I said something to you. I said, I can't do it. I'd love to do it, or something like that. And then you went off and you said what I said in confidence.
Oh.
I called you back, and I said, dude, you can't do that.
Notice we don't talk to each other anymore.
No.
You did the right thing. You got rid of me.
And no. So when do you start, or have you started?
Oh, bullshit. You watch.
I don't watch. You think I watch this
You
show?
are so full of it.
Man, I'm too busy living life. I don't watch life.
Dude, I am like the greatest judge ever. What are you, crazy?
I'm actually want to watch the show to see if you can get away with saying and doing anything, because
it's a family show.
It's a family show.
No, listen, unlike you, I happen to love America's Got Talent. I love the show.
I love the show too. I just came back from a year on Britain's Got Talent. I was all over Britain, so I replaced Simon Cowell in London.
But did you get fired from that?
No, I made a 1-year deal with him.
Right.
So when he came back, there's no way he wanted to put me on the show with him, because I'm 2 feet taller and
you're too good looking.
And I'm I'm going to kind of take away a little bit of the focus. But I have
there is a legendary story about you on America's Got Talent that I heard while I was there, and you got to tell me if it's true. That the producers got mad at you one time because you showed up on they were taping all day, and you showed up on a lunch break, and you went out and got spray tanned to the point that you were almost orange. And they freaked out because they were like, we edit the show together, and now it's obvious. It's like if you had changed your clothing, that your spray tan caused all kinds of commotion. True or false?
False.
True.
It's not true.
You know what? I know it firsthand.
It was a true thing that Piers Morgan absolutely ran with, because I said, I went out and got a spray tan at lunch, but I didn't come back orange, and no one said a damn thing about it. He just ran with it. He ran with anything he wanted to do. That's the way he works.
Yeah.
So just be careful.
Well, I don't work with him, so be careful.
Has he been on your show?
Yeah, he's been. I like Piers very much. I thought Piers was a really good judge on America's Got Talent, actually, and
really, honest to God, we're very good friends now. And I go to London for almost a half a year. I do these things called pantos, which is like a send-up of Peter Pan. I play Off the Hook, and I make a lot of money over there, and do a lot of television shows. And so his kids and I hang out together. So he's been a real stand-up guy with me. And he was always, you know what? I judge a person in the end on the way they treat my children. And he was always really kind to my kids. So once we got over the headbutting incident, and, we're fine. Is that my dog?
Yeah, that's your dog.
Okay.
What do you have, one of those little dogs? It sounds like you have a little tiny...
I've got 7 dogs and a pig.
No kidding. Isn't that annoying to take care of?
Very.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of work. Do you do that, or you have someone taking care of all that?
No, I do most of it.
Are you worth $110 million? That's the figure I've heard about you.
No, more.
Are you worth more?
More.
Is it because you owned Baywatch and you owned Knight Rider?
I didn't own Knight Rider, no. In fact, Knight Rider I brought back to NBC and to develop it, to be in it, and they kicked me out of it for some reason.
But you owned Baywatch.
I own part of Baywatch, yeah. And we brought Baywatch back because it was off the air, and because of the success of Looking for Freedom, the song I did in Germany. The Germans said, "Can you bring back Knight Rider?" I said, "No, but I have a new show." And I said, "Does it have a car?" I said, "No, but it's me running down the beach in slow motion with beautiful women."
Is it true? Is it true though that you're trying to bring Baywatch the movie and Knight Rider the movie, and that you have to acquire the rights to that thing?
The Baywatch movie right now is in the hands of Imagine. They own it, and I have no idea what's going on.
Are you in it?
I have no idea what they're going, whether they're going with as a joke or as a real show, but I am right in the middle of the runnings with the Weinstein Company with Knight Rider, because I'm doing Piranha 3 Double D, and one of the reasons I did Piranha 3 Double D is because I lost the rights to Knight Rider to the Weinstein Company.
What is Piranha 3 Double D?
Huh?
What is Piranha 3 Double D? You mean the Piranha? You're in the Piranha movie?
Yeah, it's coming out on May 29th. It's flesh. Well, I kind of compare it to, like, there was Citizen Kane, 2001, A Touch of Evil, The Seventh Seal, and now
Hoff, wait a second. Are you annoyed with your career in the sense that, Baywatch was kind of light fluff, and so was Knight Rider, and Piranha 3D is kind of, a fun fluff movie, right? Do you ache for a serious part? Does the Hoff need one serious part to prove to people that he is a serious actor?
No, I've had those parts. I mean, I did. I had a great role as Nick Fury, and I was sad that didn't continue on, because I loved playing that role.
Why didn't that work?
I don't know. Because when you're a television star, you're a television star. When you're a movie star, you're a movie star, and I'm considered a television star.
You're a television star. Do you still get?
But Knight Rider wasn't fluff. And Knight Rider is still a huge monster hit. It's going to come back. I mean, that's the whole point of hopefully the success of this movie, with Piranha 3 Double D. Because I play myself in a very self-effacing way in the movie. It's very funny. It's the craziest, whacked out movie you'll ever see. It's absolutely perfect for your audience.
What are you nude right now? Are you in LA nude, like laying around in your bed?
No, I'm packing because I'm getting on a plane to fly to New York in an hour.
And who's that broad you're with now? I mean, you are unlucky in love, right?
Oh my God, she's beautiful.
Are you unlucky in love?
Unlucky in love?
Yeah, I mean, you've been through, how many divorces you've been through?
2.
2.
Yeah, but no. I just married The Exorcist.
Right. That was your last marriage.
Yeah, and the first one the first one was even more weirder, because when she left me, she married a guy named Michael Knight.
Oh, wow, that is weird.
Yeah.
Is it true
Michael
you're...
Knight, the actor from the soap opera. She married... Now, she divorced Michael Knight and bought a Knight Rider car and drives around saying she's Stevie from Knight Rider.
Why did she leave you? Was it the drinking and stuff?
No, I have no idea. She left me because she wanted to be the star. When you're hanging out with me, it's difficult to be the star.
But I mean, it's weird because you're the quintessential good-looking dude. You probably were not used to women leaving you. You did the leaving. Right?
I was happy that she left me. I wish my last one would have left 16 years earlier. But she gave me two good, beautiful girls.
Cost you a fortune, that second marriage, right?
Cost me a fortune. But you know what, man? Out of the whole thing is I got fantastic custody of my kids, and I got them in such a wonderful, positive way.
You got custody of the kids?
I got custody of the kids 6 weeks after I had to go through all this hell with this tape coming out because it was so ridiculous.
The drunken tape where you're eating that hamburger thing?
Yeah.
David, explain to me something, all right? When something like that happens in your personal life, okay, right, and you're a well-known celebrity and your image is squeaky clean, you're like this Baywatch guy and Michael Knight and all that stuff. Do you panic when that first is on YouTube? Where were you when you found out that shit's on YouTube and it's getting millions and millions of hits?
I'll tell you exactly where I was. I was doing America's Got Talent.
Oh my God!
Between shows, and these two my two attorneys walked in and my agent, and they said, we have to talk to you. There's a tape. And I said, there's no tape. I've never made a porno tape in my life. There's no tape. They said, no, there's a tape. I said, there's no tape. I don't do that. I think that's disgusting.
All right.
They said, there's a tape of you drunk eating a hamburger. I said, what? And
right.
I said, so what? I said,
who cares?
I said, yeah, who cares? I said, what? Is it funny? They said, no, it's bad. And they said, is it out? It said, it's going to be out tomorrow. And I went, okay, can you guys come back in about 20 minutes? I got to do a show here. So
right.
I immediately got very calm because I kind of saw the writing on the wall. God was saying, okay, it's time to get your shit together and stop feeling sorry for yourself and move forward. And it was a big.
But you're not embarrassed. Like, are you embarrassed the next day to go out? Like, I mean, I commend you for going on with like. I had to go right in front of everybody and all the contestants, Yeah, but I mean,
the first thing I said was, anybody know where I can get a good cheeseburger? What the hell are you going to do?
But do you worry about the impact on your career? I mean, were you afraid that your bosses at America's Got Talent were going to fire you because here it is, a family show, and now you're on tape drunkenly, behaving in front of your kid?
No, because the first call I got, to be honest, was Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell says, darling, it's not murder. You didn't do it. We've all been there. And he went on television and defended me, and Ozzy Osbourne defended me, and everybody defended me, and everybody came and defended me because they know that I'm a stand-up guy.
But personally, there's no shame like where you go, oh, my God, I'm so embarrassed, and I can't show my face in public.
I kind of just deal with life in a way of like, shit happens. Shit happens.
I mean, it's unbelievable because I think I would be in a panic if that was going on in my life. I would be in a panic because it would be personally embarrassing to me, and I'd say, and it's funny, I should be the guy actually being drunk and eating hamburgers like that because everyone thinks I'm crazy anyway.
Yeah, but you know what? For me, it was like, they played it 11 million times on YouTube, but it only happened one night. I was doing the producers, and I actually had to leave the producers and go back to America's Got Talent. I was doing both shows at once, and it was just a bad day because I just lost my job on the producers, and I was really enjoying doing the producers and hanging out with Mel Brooks, and I got fantastic reviews, and they had to cancel me out of the show, and it was like devastating.
Because of that?
Yeah.
Wow. You see, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. And then in your divorce, it was so bitter. Like, she was going around saying, David passes out.
Horrible. Yeah.
She would say that you shit your pants.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, she did everything, yeah. Oh, But I knew that was going to happen. But I just, so I just went to court and kept my mouth shut and let them all hang themselves.
And the judge actually sided with you, I guess you said.
The judge was great. The judge said everybody was yelling at the judge and at one point he said, "Well, Mr. Hasselhoff, everyone else is yelling at me. Do you have anything to say?" And I said, "No, I think you're doing a fantastic job."
Why do you think? Are you clean and sober now?
Yeah.
You are. And was that the wake-up call, the hamburger incident?
No, I was clean and sober when that happened. That was just a one-off night.
It didn't make you want to go back to drinking? Like you didn't say fuck everything?
No, maybe you want to go back to cheeseburgers.
Why do you think you drank so much? I mean, you actually were hospitalized like 12 or 13 times for alcohol poisoning. That's major shit,
When you have a disease like alcoholism, it just keeps coming back to bite you in the butt, and you just got to take care of it.
Did you ever figure out why? When you were in rehab and they start working on you, did you ever figure out why you drank so much?
It's genetic. I mean, all I can think of is it's genetic because some people get it and some people don't, and some people have it for. I mean, you can make all kinds of excuses for it, but you really, there really is kind of like no reason why. No, and kind of no. You can't.
Life is good now, though, right?
Huh?
Life is good now.
Life is fantastic. I have a beautiful girlfriend from Wales.
32 years old.
She looks like Farrah Fawcett. I'm driving in the Gumball Rally to the Indy 500, where I'm going to hang out with my old team, Mario Andretti. I used to be with the Newman Haas team.
Are you going to marry this new chick, or are you saying to yourself, listen, I'm not good at marriage. I've done it twice already. There's no way in the world I should subject anyone to me as a husband?
I don't know. I mean, she's so hot.
Is she?
Oh,
and you're not cheating.
She's just sizzling, and we have so much fun together. And she doesn't care about the business; she cares about me.
And how is the sex?
Beyond belief.
Really?
Yeah. Someone said, "What if you could pick how you would die?" I would say, in bed with my Welsh woman.
Are you going to marry her?
Well, she's she did like the Piranha movie because we all watched the Piranha movie together. We went, oh my!
There's a reason to marry her. She likes the Piranha movie. I would marry her just for that. And and this 32-year-old who looks like Farrah Fawcett, you bang her constantly?
As often as I can.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at a picture of her. Whoa, she is hot.
Yeah, she's unbelievable.
Wow. How long did it take you to get her into bed? Like you meet her? Where'd you meet her?
I met her when I was on Britain's Got Talent.
Right.
And she was in the audience, and I walked in, and I said, oh, my God, that's the one. And because it took me a long time to try to figure out how to fall in love with a woman or even how to date a woman because I was so afraid of getting screwed again.
What do you do? What is the Hoff move? Like when you see her in the audience, do you have somebody bring her to you, or do you just walk right up to her and say, you're the one?
Yes. I walked right up to her, and I said, hi. You're the one. I said, I don't know what it is. I have.
Oh, I know what it is.
No, it wasn't that. And she wouldn't go out with me for 6 weeks because she thought I was too old for her. And I said, come on, man. You're like 32. I said, I date 21-year-olds.
What are you now, 50 what?
59.
You're 59?
Yeah.
And she's what, 32?
Yeah, but she's hot.
Wow. And you can give it to her. How's your erection? Is it strong, or do you use Viagra?
No. I'm anti-Viagra, man. I'm the Hoff. I'm like Morning Wood.
Here's the story. Here's the story I heard. That you have.
What story?
I've heard that you proposed to her several times and she's turned you down.
No, that was all for Twitter.
But so it's not true. And you're saying you give her sex and you do everything to her. You give her anal and vaginal.
No anal.
No anal. Why? She's against it?
No, she doesn't like that.
But you would like it.
I would like it?
Yeah.
Well, I think every man would like that.
Have you said to her, listen...
I think that's actually part of the Piranha movie when you watch this. The piranhas go up the cavities of the women and actually bite off a guy's wiener.
Take your thick, hard erection right now and hit it against the phone so everyone can hear how thick and hard it is.
Okay.
Go ahead. Is it true that, and this is something I've heard before, that Baywatch... That
something you've heard before.
Yes.
Yeah,
No, I've heard
hanging
this.
out with Pierce Morgan way too much.
No, that you had the opportunity to hire Leonardo DiCaprio for Baywatch.
Right.
Is that your dog or is that your wood?
My bird.
Nick! Sounds like an insane asylum over there. Imagine being in a birdcage trapped with a Hoff.
That's piece of it.
Did you turn down?
Whoa. Okay, hang on.
Take
I'm
a drink.
On the radio. Okay.
Did you tell the bird you're on the radio?
Yeah, the bird is quiet. We just put a camera in front of the bird and it stops.
You had an opportunity to cast Leonardo DiCaprio in Baywatch, and you turned him down. You said
yes, and he actually brought that up to me after he was starring in the Titanic, and I saw him at an event at Universal Studios, and I said, the best thing that ever happened to you was what we didn't cast you, because right now your career would be in trouble. He was...
Were you worried he would overshadow you? Was that the truth?
He was going to play my son,
right.
And it was up between him and Jeremy Jackson, and we went with Jeremy Jackson, and because he just seemed more real at the time.
And that guy who played your son, he ended up in celebrity rehab, right?
I think everybody on Baywatch ended up somewhere in the word rehab. It's like, we lived our lives. We had a good time.
Did you no regrets about the drinking and all that kind of stuff?
I have no regrets, other than when the tape came out, embarrassing my daughter because it was unfair to her, and she took that tape to show her dad, this is not cool. I'm scared. And so that was the sad part about it. Other than that, that's the only regret.
I mean, you were a legend in the drinking community. I think they clocked you at a .39 or something once, right? I mean, that's amazing.
No,
you know how drunk that is?
I have broken records before.
It's unbelievable. And the other legendary story about you and your drinking is you escaped from rehab in a pair of sweatpants. You ran out of rehab just to go get a drink, right?
No, I didn't run. I sneakily went over the wall. It was like fun.
In 2006.
Oh, my God.
You were shaving in a hotel in London, and you cut 4 tendons and an artery.
No, that's not true.
Did you try to commit suicide?
No, absolutely not. That's what
you tried to commit suicide.
I did
Piers
not.
Morgan told me.
Kill myself. My life is too good. I was actually doing a commercial, and I was at the W Hotel, the Sanderson Hotel, actually.
Yeah.
And they had a Tiffany lamp. As I was shaving, I was about to be on the set in about 20 minutes. I looked up at my watch, and I went, oh, my God, I got to go. And I hit my head. It broke the frickin' lamp. The lamp came down and sliced 4 tendons in my arm and my wrist, and one of them wouldn't stop bleeding, and I almost bled to death, and I had to go to the hospital immediately, and I got sewed up, stitched up.
Did people think you tried to kill yourself?
My ex-wife went out and said that, but it was like the stupidest thing ever. So.
You would never off the Hoff.
Why?
Right.
Why?
It's too great a life.
Killing yourself is the most selfish thing in the history of the world. Besides, I have so much to live for. I got to go do the Gumball Rally. We're shutting down Times Square tomorrow, man.
But don't you think the drinking was a result of a bad relationship with your parents? Well, why is that funny? Doesn't your father...
No, my parents and I were the closest people ever.
Hold it.
My mom just passed away 3 years ago, and I'm still hanging out with my dad. And
doesn't your dad still call you Michael Knight? He doesn't refer to you by your name?
He has called me Michael by mistake.
Right. Now, that's got to be bad. I mean, that's not funny, right?
No, it's fantastic.
He calls you an imaginary
name. My
name.
dad used to carry cards around that said Knight Rider's dad.
Did you ever... I want the straight truth on this. Did you ever fuck Pamela Anderson?
No.
You didn't want to?
No, there was too many other people around.
What does that mean?
She had boyfriends, and I was married.
Didn't you hang out with her? A couple of years ago, didn't you hang out with Pam Anderson at the Playboy Mansion, and you felt there was a lot of chemistry there that maybe you would hook up with her finally?
Yes.
Why didn't you hook up with her that night at the Playboy Mansion?
I have no idea.
Would you like to have sex with Pamela Anderson?
No.
Why not?
I'm afraid.
Why? Because you don't think you'd be good enough?
No, I'm afraid because I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
Is she too old at this point?
No, she's gorgeous and she's lovely and a doll. I'm just afraid.
Afraid of what?
Afraid because there was other wankers that were in there before.
So you're saying that she's had so much sex, you're afraid of what? Disease?
I'm just no. I'm happily engaged with a beautiful, hot Welsh girl, so I don't need to have sex with Pamela Anderson.
I see. Yeah. Well.
Now, are you going to go see Piranha 3 Double D?
See David Hasselhoff in Piranha 3 Double D.
Right.
There's been 2 other Piranha movies, I think. Hasn't there?
Yeah, it's a sequel.
Yeah, this is a Piranha 3D.
Yeah.
And who are you voting for, Romney or Obama? Get political with me.
I got to go with Obama.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just think his image is great, and I think he just kind of brings the world together. Romney just scares me.
All right.
Reminds me back to the days of Bush, and I just never trusted that administration.
You didn't like him?
I didn't trust him.
Wonder what's going to be next for you?
Next for me.
For the Huff.
I'm doing the Gumball Rally.
Yeah, what is Gumball? That sounds depressing.
Gumball is there's 200 cars that go from New York City to Los Angeles, and it's kind of a sponsor-driven thing, and you have fun. And I'm going to go to the Indy 500. Then I'm flying home for the premiere. Then I'm flying down to South Africa to do a concert, and then I'm going on safari.
Concert where, in Germany?
No, in Johannesburg. And then I'm going from there to onto safari. And then I'm going on the thing called the Sardine Run, which is a kind of an amazing underwater adventure of
sounds horrible
diving. And then I'm going back to on tour throughout the UK, and I'm working on bringing Knight Rider back as a movie.
You ever do Comic-Con type stuff?
I have done Comic-Con. Are you going to be there this year?
How much money do you get for an intimate experience? In other words, if I want to come backstage, you sign something, and I can take a picture with you. What is it? A couple $100?
It depends on where it is. Right now, I'm doing. Believe it or not, I go out to around the world for fun to these discos, and they all dress up as me, and it's kind of like the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Are the fans a nightmare?
The fans are not a nightmare. They're actually very respectful. They're very cool.
Do the fans smell? George Takei from Star Trek, who does a lot of these conventions.
No, he smells.
George, you smell, David Hasselhoff says.
Well, I've never felt him sniffing at me.
Yeah, somebody should have kept him in the closet.
Do you know, that really is George, by the way.
That really is.
It really is me.
Wow. How are you, man?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm fine.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, listen. Hey, where's that Welsh chick you're dating? Is she there now?
She's going to meet me in New York, and she's going to be next to me when we do the Gumball Rally, which is just fun. And
so she's not there now?
No, she's in Wales.
God, I would have loved to talk to her, ask her if, how hard you give it to her.
You'd love her. I'll bring her on your show.
She doesn't love you if she's not going to give you anal. You know? I mean, do you ever say to her, hey, that's something I think we need to do?
Yeah. It has been discussed.
Is she the best sex of your life?
Yes. 100%.
Have you done her 2 or 3 times in one day?
More.
Really? At 59 years old?
No, it's just ridiculous. It's just
wow.
Yeah.
Good for you. You are having fun, aren't you? Have you ever had it?
Are you having fun?
Have you ever had a gay experience?
No.
You've never jerked a guy off?
No. Have you?
No, I haven't. I mean, when I was little, a guy, kind of put my hand on his dick, but I knew it was wrong, and I pulled it away.
Yeah, no.
You never had anything? No towel snapping, nothing?
No, that's one problem I don't have.
All right, listen. David Hasselhoff is doing something with gumballs. That's number 1.
Times Square. We're shutting down Times Square. But number 2 is
Piranha
3 Double D, the world's worst movie, and you'll love it.
You mean, in other words, it's intentionally bad?
It's if you have absolutely no taste and want to see naked women, blood, David Hasselhoff singing, and David Hasselhoff playing a lifeguard who won't rescue people, this movie is for you.
What is it rated?
I think it's should be close to X, but it's not. I think it's R, isn't it?
That actually sounds pretty good. I would go see that.
You'd like it. It's definitely for your audience. That's why I'm doing this interview. But I also wanted to say hello to you.
What do you think of Travolta?
You know, I don't know what's going on with him because, I mean, I like John, and I've met him so many times, and he's always been a gentleman, but
He never asked you to suck him off or to jerk him off?
No, never.
I can't believe no one would ask the Hoff that.
No.
Do you think he's gay and he's in the closet?
I don't really know. Nor do I care. But I did find a person with a tattoo of David Don't Hasselhoff on their ass.
Really?
Yes, I'll send it to you.
Well, here's my theory. If John Travolta was with David Hasselhoff and didn't ask him for gay sex, then he can't be gay because the Hoff is almost irresistible. So that's what I think.
That's your theory. Okay.
That's my theory.
All right.
Does the Hoff support gay marriage?
Yes.
Yes. All right, Hoff.
No hate campaign. Absolutely.
David Hasselhoff is now in the movie Piranha 3D. I didn't realize that there was so much sex in it.
A lot of sex, a lot of nudity, a lot of fish biting off penises.
Wow.
It's been but I get to see myself in 3D, and I got to play David Hasselhoff, and that was like the hardest role for me because I couldn't figure out who I am anyway.
How long were you shooting that for?
I shot for a week.
Do they do any second takes, or is it just first take and let's move on to the next scene?
No, we did second takes. It was we did a lot of improv. We had a lot of fun. It's actually so over the top, shocking. It's unbelievable.
Are there any other stars in it, or is it just pretty much you?
Well, yes, there are.
Who else is famous?
There's a couple young stars that I don't know their names, but they're lovely and they're stars and they're semi-famous. But then there's Christopher Lloyd.
Right.
There is the famous Gary Busey.
Oh, you didn't say that. Oh, okay.
But he gets eaten very early.
Good.
And he's good.
It's enough of him. Yeah.
Yeah. And then there is Clu Gallagher, Billy the Kid, and also and David Hasselhoff.
Sounds like fun.
It's a lot of fun, man.
Well, David, it's great talking to you, and come see us sometime.
I'm going to come see you on America's Got Talent, walk up and give you a big hug, man.
Oh, I would love that, man. Come to one of the live shows. And,
I will. I'm going to find out what the schedule is, and I'll come and say hi.
Yeah, and be sure to watch me. I'm brilliant.
Yeah, I will.
Thank you, David.
All right.
The great David Hasselhoff, who is in Piranha 3 Double D.
Right.
Fun for the family.
Yeah.
If you're the Manson family. All right, David. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Bye-bye.
God bless. See you.
Same to you.
Thank you.
That's the man, David Hasselhoff. Let me see if I can hang up on David. Yeah.
Good interview.
Oh,
Fascinating.
fascinating man,
right? You showed a picture of him. I wonder how he looks now.
I think he's hit the wall. I mean, he's 59 years old. I mean, he's the
I was
Hoff.
shocked by, actually.
Ooh, there's the wall. The Hoff is, you got to hand it to the guy. I mean, seriously. Like, after a drunken video me eating a hamburger like that, I would be so humiliated. Like, I wouldn't even be able to walk out of the door.
Yes.
And he walks around like nothing's happening, man.
He's oblivious. I mean, he's obviously a very good-humored guy.
And I think I need to learn a lesson from him in the sense that I worry too much about everything. And
well, that's what makes you that much more interesting.
I guess
this
so.
guy is so oblivious of everything.
but George, his like career, it just shows you even in your own life, like all those years hiding in the closet. Meanwhile, for what? I mean, your career's doing better than ever now that you're out of the closet. And the same with him. It's like, but he's got this squeaky clean family image. He sings these nice songs. He has a career singing in Germany. He was on America's Got Talent, which is really,
And he was a hunk.
He was a hunk, and he did all these shows. You would think he'd be like, oh, my God, my career is over. My squeaky clean image, my brand, or whatever it is. He just doesn't give a shit.
That's the thing that I think makes it possible for him to drift on to doing Piranha Double D.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't.
You might even turn down Piranha Double D, right? I mean, would you almost consider not doing it?
I didn't even know there was a single D.
Yeah, I can't even believe they didn't call you for that. You would have done it, right?
I don't think there was a part for me there.
No.
It takes
you could have gotten your dick bit off in 3D. Can you imagine? You just roll penises off.
I cringed when he said that.
Yeah, well, he just goes on and on, man, and he is worth about over $100 million.
$110 million.
Yeah. I mean, amazing career, right?
And 2 marriages, and I'm surprised that he didn't lose a good chunk of that with 1 divorce.
I mean, you goof on him all you want. I mean, the guy's rolling in dough.
Yeah.
He appears to be having fun time. He's fucking tons of hot chicks. You saw that picture of that girl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he seems to be working all over the European continent.
Mary Ann from Brooklyn, you're on the air.
Howard, You know I love America's Got Talent so much. I love you, George, but I don't hear Robin today, and I'm so upset. No Robin.
Well, Robin, as you know, is having a procedure today.
Oh, today? Okay.
Today she's having a procedure.
I lit candles at Padre Pio for her, and I hope all goes well. I'm just hoping everything turns out correct the way we want it. That's all.
You know, doing a show for me without Robin is like if you cut off my left arm or my right arm, or maybe both. You know, I love, you know, Robin and I have been doing the show for, I think over 35 years with Robin.
Wow.
That's a long time. And, you know, Robin is an amazing woman. And I don't often talk about Robin enough because, you know, you're doing a show and you don't want to get all serious and sappy. But Robin has been one of the, maybe the most spectacular influence in my life. And you know, I'm sure a lot of people who are real fans of the show know how Robin and I met and all of that. And it was a crazy story how Robin and I met. Robin, you know, I was working in Detroit, and the radio show was not doing well, to say the least. Things in Detroit were awful. And I was a young man, you know, I was 28 or 29, and I couldn't even believe I was a morning man in a major market at 28 years old. I never could have imagined. My career started to accelerate. And when I got tapped to be on in Detroit, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, my goodness, Detroit. I mean, supposedly, I never even knew where the hell Detroit was, but they said to me, it's the 8th largest market in the United States. And I was like, oh, my God, I'm going to be a morning man. This is it. This is my lucky break. And I went, and the show did not do well. You know, I could blame a lot of things. You know, I certainly had no support. I didn't have a, you know, but I blame myself. And one of the things I said when I took my job in Washington, when I was talking to them about going to Washington, I said, I need somebody to work with that gets me and that I can play off and I can, you know, really vibe with, you know. And in radio, you don't get a whole, you don't get a whole big staff, especially when you're a guy just starting out. You know, everyone knows I wanted to work with Fred and I wanted to work with Robin. And getting Fred at the time was impossible because they didn't understand what...
That was a long process.
Yeah, long process because I said to him, no, you don't understand. He'll add so much to the show. He does voices. He's funny. And they would be like, well, what do you need a Robin for if you have Fred? And what do you need Fred for if you have Robin? I said, no, it's a family. You build a family on the air. And that family, believe it or not, I said, we can be bigger in radio. We can have a family. You know, we can have a family that people wake up with every morning. Don't think small. Think big. But a lot of radio guys back then that I dealt with were thinking very small. But all right. In Washington, D.C., we had a wonderful woman, a program director, Denise Oliver, who said to me, you know, I found someone for you. Now, mind you, I was in Detroit. I was just coming in, and Denise barely knew me. She just knew me from my shows in Detroit. And she said, hey, I know of a woman in Baltimore who is a newswoman, and she's terrific. I said, really? I said, great. How can I meet her? They said, well, there's no time. We got to get you on the air right away. Why don't you two have a phone conversation? We'll listen and let's hear the two of you talk. And they put me on the phone with Robin.
Asbestos.
And if there was a fire drill in the middle.
So what are you going to talk to Howard about today?
I don't know. You know, the trouble with Howard is...
They just fell over in the control room.
Did it? Yeah! Rock and roll! Trouble with Howard is he can go places that I can't possibly go because I'm trying to be politically correct. You see, I have a lot to protect. I have literally an empire that could crumble today.
Good luck.
Oh, thank you.
All right, real quick, because we got Jim Carrey here. He's a big star, and he didn't need to wait for us.
That's right. How long is he going to wait?
And I'm excited that he's here because it's been a couple of years since we've seen Jim in the studio, and
sure,
he's a funny dude.
I'm a huge fan.
Huge fan.
I'm excited.
Love this guy. Love Jim Carrey. My parents love Jim Carrey. My father loves Jim Carrey, evidently.
What did your father say to him again?
Jim was actually like staying in my building for a while. He's not there anymore, so I can say this. He was staying in my building. He was shooting a movie in New York.
Party Central.
And
you all wound up.
My father and mother came into town. I was taking them to dinner. We get in the elevator, and Jim's in there. So I don't, you know, what am I going to say? Hey, look, Dad, there's, you know. My father gets in and he goes, and Jim was talking to everyone. Hey, how you doing? I go, hey, how you doing? My father's looking him over. I think I know you.
Oh, dude.
He goes. So Jim, Jim's not going to go, well, I'm the famous Jim Carrey,
right.
like either, but my father's not sure, so he goes, I think I know you. So Jim's like, hey, yeah, how you doing? What's happening? You think you know me? Who? I don't know. So we leave the elevator, and Jim's like right behind us. My dad's deaf, although he just got his hearing aid.
How's that going?
He heard the rain. I heard the rain.
Oh, boy. So he now realizes it's him and not the rest of the world?
He's still not admitting it. He gets out, and he's like, you know who I think that was?
Oh, he's yelling it.
And my mother goes, who do you think it was? Don't say who you think it was. Who do you think it was? I think that was Jim Carrey. He goes, I don't know who it was. He goes, who was that? She goes, it was Jim Carrey. You knew that was Jim Carrey? And the guy Jim Carrey can hear all of it. And I'm like dying, you know what I mean? Because it's like not cool. My mother goes, if you knew it was Jim Carrey, why didn't you say so? I didn't want to. What if I was wrong, but I knew it was him?
But he did announce to Jim, I think I know who you are.
Yeah, I think I know who you are. So then we're out on the street, and Jim's like at the front desk.
Yeah.
And he goes, my dad goes, if I knew that was Jim Carrey, I thought you said you knew. But if I was sure, I would have invited him to dinner.
Oh.
It was the rest of the night.
My mother goes, you say you know who he is, so why don't you speak up?
Do you guys need anything?
Jim Carrey is funny. I'm a fan of Jim Carrey. You're yelling his name out. You know the guy's trying to be low profile.
Right. They're on the street announcing to everyone.
Yeah. He's funny. I would have told him I like... What's the name of that movie I like? What? He's yelling, what's the name? I go, Ace Ventura. Ace Ventura! I like that movie.
You're in the middle of the street.
Wow.
Oh, in the middle of the street. Then it gets carried on in the car, and he's yelling at my mother that he did know it was Jim Carrey. I knew it was Jim Carrey.
Calling attention.
You knew. You didn't know.
And
if you knew, you would have said something.
He would have invited him to dinner.
I'm taking my parents to dinner. He's inviting Jim Carrey to dinner.
I just love
He's not picking up the check. I am.
I love the idea that you're in the street and he's going, the guy in back of us, Jim Carrey's funny, much like our son here, Howard Stern.
And then I'll go, no, they don't know I'm funny. Then he go, my father goes, I go, Dad, Jim Carrey is right over at the desk. What? He doesn't hear what he's saying. And I can't yell out. And I'm caught in a nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be somewhat suave. Try to think of myself as a celebrity and,
Trying to think that you've arrived.
Yeah. Like not making a big deal. Plus I'm there with my girlfriend and my father's making a bigger deal about Jim Carrey than me.
Yes.
Makes me look bad.
He's never carried on like this about you.
No.
Doesn't even want to invite you to dinner.
Doesn't want me coming to dinner. Wants a Jim Carrey at the dinner with him. I'm not good enough.
Oh, boy.
Boy. Maybe we should just bring Jim in. I was going to play a bunch of tape. I don't want to keep the guy away.
No, come on.
Let's go.
I'm sure Brad Pitt's father never yells at Jim Carrey. Never starts carrying on about...
I don't know.
Mr. and Mrs. Pitt conduct themselves.
Is that Jim? Oh, there's Jim.
He remembers that conversation.
You remember that, right? It was such a bad night for me.
Fantastic. He's natural. You've lost all that natural thing.
Jim Carrey? I would invite him to dinner.
Oh, God, I loved his implants, too.
Yes.
You did a nice thing for him.
Yeah, he needed them. It fills him out. He's a big boned man. He was so thrilled to meet you.
Yeah, that was nice.
Oh, man.
Nice. I kept running into you in the elevator, and we never went out to dinner. We were going to go out to dinner.
Yeah, you said let's go out to dinner.
I'm such a Hollywood freak.
You are.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I know. You're a natural, normal guy.
I'm normal.
Well, wait a minute. I don't think there's any normal guys here today.
No, I don't think so.
No, we're very far gone.
Yeah, look back here, Robin. There's a lot of normalcy going on back
Well,
here.
I can't see that far.
Since Bruce Almighty, I like to hang out with sinners, people that need help.
How are you, man?
I'm so good, thanks.
Yeah?
Yeah, really
Yeah, you
good.
look good.
I am good.
Man, everyone's carrying on how good looking you are now. All of a sudden, isn't
Well,
it
you
funny how you...
changed something's going on with the hair.
Yeah, you had work done.
Surgery, man.
Did you have surgery?
It has to be surgery.
Did you have surgery? Would you work out
not
or
at
something?
all. Yeah, worked out, yeah.
But you always
People ask me what I'm on. I say a treadmill, 5 a.m.
Is that right?
Yeah, man.
What do you do? What is your workout regimen?
I run like a 5K every day before I go to work.
When you were working here in Manhattan, did you run in the
running
park?
right now.
Did you run in Central Park?
No, I did a little bit in Central Park. I did it on a very icy day, and I was surprised later by the kind of crippling that happened.
Would people bother you when you would run around the streets?
People don't bother me.
They don't.
They're actually really cool in the city.
People don't bother you.
They don't make a big deal. They're actually really cool. If you turn a camera on them too, they go right into character, man.
You look like you were having so much fun when you were living here in New York City for a while.
I was having a blast.
I mean, he was having a blast.
Yeah. I was,
every day I read in the paper you were banging a different chick or hanging out. I mean, it was like wild what was going on with you.
No.
I pictured wild parties going on.
You didn't hear anything.
I'm so square, man.
No, you're not, dude.
Yeah, I am.
You're a freak.
I wish I was square like
I
you.
wish I could meet some square people.
Okay,
in show
maybe a
Nobody's square.
dodecahedron.
Really?
Would you ever tell me what you were up to when you were here in New York, or were you just very, very...
I dated a couple of times,
You did, yeah.
But, it's very difficult for me. It's like, it's not for me, but for the girl, like first date. I mean, they catch me right away coming out of the restaurant. Next thing you know, it's like, mystery woman.
So where do you take them on
They put
the
her right
first
in the
date?
papers.
Well,
It's
like my
this is the
girlfriend...
one, look at her tummy.
My girlfriend was walking by, and she saw Jim. Jim would bring each girl, like, by this outdoor cafe.
I bring him her by
it's
his
like an
department
audition.
for approval.
Yeah, he had the same date.
What do you think of the breasts? Turn around.
But you can't bring them outside where they can be photographed with you and stuff, these women. You know what I mean? You've got to keep low key.
Well, you kind of do, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Just for their own protection.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's like, they went out with me once, we had dinner, and now they're
They're
been
being
dumped.
stalked.
And I would get
dumped.
And I would get reports of your dating from all over the place. I'm walking by Tavern on the Green. A woman would come up to me and go, Jim Carrey was just here, brought some chick. I go, really? No kidding. Where? I think I
that sounds healthy to me.
Yeah, I mean, you sound like you were having a good time.
That sounds good.
You can't find love.
Jim Carrey brought a bunch of dwarfs.
You can't find love?
They were sexy.
You don't want love. You want dating.
I don't want love.
No, you want dating.
Slime.
No,
I
you want dating.
slime.
You want dating.
Yeah, I'm into dating right now, yeah.
Yeah, look at you. Playboy.
I'm having fun.
You are,
having
right?
Fun.
Is
Yeah,
this
I
the
am.
first time in a long time?
It
that you've
really
had
is.
fun?
I've always taken it so seriously, and kind of like this is the first time in my life I'm needless in the universe.
What did you go into therapy or something?
Yeah, I did years of therapy.
You
I
did?
stopped therapy. I think therapy should be a combination of like a half an hour of dredging up your crap,
right?
And then a half an hour of going like, is there anything good in your life?
Right.
You know what I mean?
You need a little of that.
A little of that, man.
Right.
Send you out with a little hope.
How many years did you do therapy?
I don't know, off and on for about 30.
30
30
years.
years?
No,
Come
no, no.
on.
Well, you needed it. You had a messed up childhood.
About 10 years.
You had a real messed up childhood.
I had an odd childhood. It was a lot more messed up than I thought. Apparently, according to the team of doctors.
No, when I see your biography on TV and stuff,
Yeah.
it was so. I mean, I was kidding about it before, but it does sound kind of sad. I mean, you grew up in a car.
I like that music. Keep it going.
Your dad. I was watching either some Jim Carrey biography or something, and it was like your dad was. Don't cry.
Yeah, the lip's already going, right?
Dad couldn't hold a job. You and your whole family lived in a car and had to like be janitors together.
Yeah, but you know what? Through that,
you became the man you are today.
We had some tough times.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
But like every family,
But out of that,
those
Jim
tough
found
times when you reach down.
Yeah. No. You imagine like you're going to school.
I don't know that he went to school. I think they just...
Imagine that I'm going to school, though.
No, imagine you went to school, then afterwards, like all the kids see you pile out of the car with your parents, and you're cleaning the school. That's gotta be bad.
Yeah, that's still washing my hands.
Yeah, it's hard to be.
I'm brushing my teeth as I walk up to the school.
How long did you live in a car for?
It was a lot less.
Jim Carrey in a Toyota Celica.
It was.
Yeah, what kind of car was
It was a good 6 months.
What was the car anyway?
It was a Volkswagen camper.
So it was a camper. It wasn't like you didn't have room.
Well, yeah. Well,
I imagine...
The Volkswagen camper, they're quite plush.
Yeah, talk to the kids living in
They're
the regular
quite plush.
Volkswagen.
Right.
The hammock that was strapped across the front seats was my place.
You really lived in a Volkswagen camper.
I really did, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it fun on any
I'm
level?
deep, man. I'm so deep.
You're dark.
No, I mean, was there any sort of like, hey, we're on an adventure kind of thing about it?
Honestly, at the beginning, when my father lost his job, I was pissed. It was like one of those things. My dad, how dare the universe?
Right. He's the smartest guy in the world. How could that happen?
Exactly. For all I know, he was, just breaking pencils all day. Right. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm convinced my dad was the smartest guy in the world. Meanwhile, I realized he never made more than 25 G's a year. How smart could he have been?
Yeah, my dad made 20 grand a year at the top of his game.
But he was yelling at me that I was a bum.
Yeah.
I'm saying, what do you mean I'm a bum?
Well, the thing was, he wasn't happy. He would come home and just, that damn guy, man. I tell you, one of these days I'm gonna,
Right.
So I don't know what happened. Who knows? Maybe he was miserable there.
All you know is you ended up living in a car.
Exactly. Well, I ended up, sure, and like trying to be the adult and trying to take care of everything.
When you live in a car, because literally, like, where do you eat your meals? I'm curious.
On the engine block.
Really? You heated the food on the engine block?
Is that true? I have heard of people who do this.
So why not, though? I mean, where would you go?
Good idea, actually.
Yeah, why not?
I'm just instructing America.
Why not write a book, How to Live on $1 a Day?
The best place
for the year 2010, when things fall apart.
Would you ever bring friends to the car to have a play date, or would you tell your
We're going
friends?
into the back seat now, Mom. Can you just keep busy?
I'm fascinated by this.
Yes.
I mean, because people know you live in a car.
Actually, we would go around to, one time for a while, we pitched a tent on my sister's lawn in the country. And then for a while, we went to campsites around, Ontario. Right. We'd use the facilities there. And we actually had a lot of fun. We had more fun there than we did when we were doing this job that we didn't like.
The janitor job.
Yeah, the janitor job.
And
which was amazing, by the way.
What do you mean?
Unbelievable experience. Well, it was like a race war at this factory.
Right.
There were Pakistani guys and there were Jamaican guys, and there were like two sects, and they all wore daggers, and they were like all hunting for each other's heads all the time.
And you're the janitor.
It was a mess. It was insane.
The sharks and the jets.
I was the white janitor.
Did you ever get beat up? Would you get beaten up for being the janitor?
Well, I could have. I used to walk around with a baseball bat on my cleaning cart.
That's a bad job.
It was a bad job, man. But
God, thank God you made it.
I would do things because I had the key to the supply cart, or the supply closet. So I would, just to have fun because it made me crazy. I would open up the supply closet and pull out, sanitary napkins and mushroom soup and some ketchup and things like that, and put it in the microwave and
watch it explode.
No, just put it in the microwave on a dish, so because the Jamaican guys hated anything to do with the woman's vagina.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. There was anything to do with that. It was a blood clot, man. Oh, blood clot.
Wait a second.
They would go crazy.
So your dad was the janitor, your mom was the janitor, and
janitors
you were the
and security guards / security guards, and every day
the whole family.
My father would come to relieve me from my 8-hour shift, and there would be a new hole in the wall in the office, shaped like my fist. And I'd have some trumped up excuse. I was clean. I was the buffer. It flew out of my hand.
But you would punch the walls. You were so angry.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And
I would come down to the factory. My brother was pushing this sweeper, this big steel sweeper. He would have to clean the entire factory floor. It was like huge.
So it was you, your brother.
My brother, my sister was gone by then, but it was me and my brother, and
your parents.
And my parents, yeah.
And how old
basically.
were you?
I was 15.
Wow.
And
the janitor at the school.
Yeah, and they used to, the factory workers used to mess with my head by like taking, defecating in the sink, or
That's messing with your head.
Or take an extra long,
So can
I say bag scratch on the show?
Yeah, you could say bag scratch.
An extra long bag scratch at the urinal.
Really?
So that
Did you clean up the duty in the sink?
I had to clean it all, man.
Oh,
I had to do the whole thing, but the whole time I was singing and I was dreaming.
But at least you have a skill. But at least you have a skill to fall back on.
To fall back on.
Yeah, it's like one of those
like Les Miserables
inspirational movies. Yeah, exactly.
It
I'm cleaning pubic hair and just dreaming.
So, then after you
Do you
finish,
think those guys now watch your movies and go, "Yeah, he used to clean our dude.
He cleaned my bag stuff.
he cleaned my dude." So, you're telling me, after you get done with your 8-hour shift,
yeah,
you go back to the car,
right? No. I wasn't in the car yet. We lived in the house beside the factory.
When you give up that job,
Keynesian.
so when you move into I want to understand living in a car.
because I don't get
this doll. I don't know why.
The Baba Booey doll.
I'm just drawn to it.
Stick with me 2 more seconds on
Okay,
this.
Shirley.
All right.
It's hard for me.
All right. Don't call me Shirley. So you
Leslie.
So you would go back to the car.
Am I going to get implants
Would you
after
do
this?
No. Would you do your homework? Would you do your homework in the car and everything?
Yeah, everything like that. Sure.
And everyone would sleep in the car.
And sooner or later, winter came. And we
Right.
started going, hey, this isn't camping.
What
did you tell us?
What would you do in the winter? Would
You're
they run
lying to us.
Would you run the car all night with the heat on?
No, we
You would
didn't really.
freeze.
We luckily hit more of the warm months.
Did you dream of living in a bigger car one day?
I dreamt of pubic hair, actually.
It's an amazing
Cleaning
story to me.
pubic hair.
Can you imagine
That's what I
living
dream
in a
of
car?
now. I go backwards.
I don't care what anyone tells me. That's really screwy.
Oh, yeah.
You had to be angry with your old man. Like, hey,
I
once you
guess
get
I
on
was for a while, you know,
Yeah.
but my dad was cool, man. My dad, you know, I mean, you know, you go. That's the one thing about therapy. They kind of focus you on like, what did your parents do? What did they not do?
Right.
What did they not give you and all that? And yeah, sure. I mean, in certain ways, they made me grow up fast.
Right.
But you know, the list of what they did for me was so enormous. You know that
You feel bad saying bad things about your father, don't you? Because now you're making him great.
No.
But you have some anger inside of you, don't you, Mr. Carey?
I was going to say, if his
occasionally.
parents didn't screw him up, who did?
Like when you at 15, if you wanted to pleasure yourself, would you do it in the car? With like, where would you would you wait for your parents to leave the car?
No,
You never could pleasure yourself.
It doesn't matter.
Jim Carrey
It's
never
just
could pleasure
skin.
himself.
It's
It was
just
just skin.
skin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You just pleasure
they
yourself
didn't
right in the car with your parents.
They didn't know what was happening.
They didn't know.
They had forgotten all about that by then.
Your mother was very naive.
Very naive. Yeah.
Is your mother still alive?
She thought I was doing a puppet show.
Is your mother still alive?
No.
She's gone too.
Yeah.
Everyone is gone.
Everyone is gone. I'm alone, Howard.
You close with your
Just
brother?
me. It's just me and the many chicks.
You close with your brother?
Good for you.
Do you cling to these chicks at night? Call them mommy?
The only guy that's still alive is the Jamaican guy who took the bag scratch.
Yeah. Yes. He's living.
Yeah.
What was the question?
When you were in the car, did you finish in the ashtray?
Oh.
All right, so there's nothing really funny about this, even though we're having a good time with it.
Yeah.
It's a sad story.
I don't think so.
No.
I honestly don't.
I do.
I mean, I have a very positive attitude about those sort of things. I really think that, you know, it's that old theory of the moth being born out of the cocoon.
All right, so you have
The
a
more the
positive
struggle,
attitude.
the stronger you are.
You are strong now.
That's right. I'm Deepak strong.
Now that you have a lot of money, do you, as a result of growing up poor, now that you have a lot of money, now that you're a superstar, and you make $20 million a film,
Yeah.
as a result of
That
growing
was a
up
long
poor,
time ago. I've doubled that.
do you end up? No, of course.
No.
Do you end up? I'm not even talking about gross points or anything else. I'm talking about
Needless to
flat
say.
salary.
All right.
I don't need to insult you.
Yeah, please.
But the fact of the matter is
Yes.
that do you hold on to your money now, or do
Are you frugal?
Are you frugal? Like, are you like one of those depression mentality people, or do
you need something?
No. Are you able to spend money now on yourself, or do you do you live very simply?
No. Well, you know what? Yeah, I do have a little bit of a depression mentality.
Right.
You know?
Do you always think you're going to go broke?
Yeah, offshore. All my money is offshore.
It is.
No.
Hiding from these women.
He's buried it.
Yeah, right. But when you're having sex now, you wear a rubber, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're very careful with that. I hope.
Yeah.
You are.
I'm pretty careful.
Because if you knock up someone, they're gonna hit you up for a big bill.
Yeah, that would be a drag.
That would be horrible.
That would be a drag.
Yeah, and you
Yeah,
work
I
hard
don't
for your
wanna
money.
do
I mean, you hit it, but it could have gone the other way
Well,
too.
we were just reading about your ex-wife
What did we read?
Yes.
going back to court.
Oh yeah. You got to get out of it. What are you going to do? But you know what? She doesn't have a leg to stand on.
There's no getting out of it, Howard.
But wait, you made a deal.
Well,
That's it.
yeah,
She can't go
really.
back to court.
Oh, well, you just wait, bud.
Really? Back to
You
court.
just wait, bud.
Now you got a
No, we're
depressing
not going
story.
back to court. We've settled it.
Everything's
cool.
fine.
Yeah, everything's cool. Yeah. Jane settled it.
Nice.
Okay.
No.
So, what is the lifestyle like now? Take me through a day. Like when you
I
meet
get
chicks,
up.
do they just immediately spread their legs?
No,
is it difficult?
Well, there's a lot of opportunity, of course, and it's
I was gonna
so
say,
you have to be kind of careful.
Did you go
about
through a
that.
whore phase?
No, not really.
The whore phase might be going on now.
Yeah,
We're
right.
not sure
yeah,
what's
as
going
we
on.
speak.
As we
Anyway,
speak. There might be a
just keep
whore
going,
in his
honey. Just
pants.
keep going.
No, but you have two homes worth $14 million.
Both of them equally priced?
Yes. You bought a $42 million jet. A jet.
You know what I loved
Why
about
are you
the
embarrassed by
jet?
this?
Well, well,
Why are you embarrassed by
I'm
this?
not embarrassed.
You're living
by
the
it.
American dream.
No, I think it's wonderful.
And it shouldn't
it's wonderful.
be a secret.
It's
but-
just what I need.
But I loved-
just have what I need.
But a $42 million jet, that's unbelievable.
But wait a
Yeah,
minute,
well,
remember?
I don't own it, and I probably never will.
What do you mean? You're sharing it?
Well, no, I'm paying for it.
Well, yeah, but
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
on
We don't
time
really
you bought?
own anything in
what do
this
you
world.
what do you have to
payments.
put down for a $42 million jet?
35.
You have to, no, come on. What do you put down? 10%?
10%.
Like you put down $5 million,
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
Wow. And did you name the jet?
Yeah.
Did you name it?
Yes,
What's
Mr.
it called?
Penis.
The Mr. Penis?
Yeah.
No, come on. What is the name?
The Flying Penis, yes.
Where do you
Flying Corvette.
How often do you fly?
But wait
where
a
do you
minute,
go?
I fly all the time, so it's like insane for me in airports. And
It is.
airports are absolute insanity
Right.
for me.
So this is
and they're just dying to strip search me.
they
This
are.
was a
Oh, yeah.
necessity.
Because
And you wouldn't
frankly,
like that?
I'm like, Billy Hayes.
Right.
I got stuff strapped to
You remember
me.
what he did with the jet?
What do you do?
He loaned it to George Harrison.
Why loan it to George Harrison? He's gone. Why not loan it to me? I'm here. I can help you. Yeah. I'm thinking of even putting you in one of my movies.
Loan it to dead people.
What do you mean you loaned it to George Harrison? How did you end up
I
doing
didn't even
that?
know about that. Did
Come
you?
on,
Is that a
didn't your
tabloid
jet
story? I have no idea.
Fly George Harrison to the United States when he was getting treatment.
I have no idea. This is
don't even
something
know.
new. This is
What's your
fantastic.
jet doing when you're not
That would be
looking?
so cool if that was
But
true.
that's very nice of you.
Oh, well, thank you.
But it's not true.
I have no idea.
Are you just saying that because you're being
You
humble?
didn't
I
do
didn't
that?
personally loan it to him. He might have rented it. I don't know.
I see.
Ah, that's probably
he
what
might. He might have.
happened.
Yeah, he might have leased it.
People
You
are
see, that's
using-
how I offset the cost.
I see. People are using your jet.
And by the way, I wanted to talk to you about that, Howard.
Right. Can I use that jet?
Yeah.
What's it going to cost me? Talk to me.
$50,000.
Really?
$50,000 to go to L.A.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Can you?
Actually, we flew in Jim Carrey's jet to Vegas.
Is that
That was
right?
his personal.
I didn't know that
Yeah.
you
The one with
started
the
too.
Playboy bunny ears on the glasses.
Yeah, sorry about the bathroom.
Well,
Yeah.
the inside, the interior, I've designed like a Volkswagen camper.
Nice. Just to feel at home.
Yeah, it keeps me grounded.
But isn't that a great thing to say to a chick? Hey, let's get on my jet and go.
I don't do that though. That's not
Oh,
honestly.
stop it.
Honestly, these days, first of all, if a girl went like, "Oh, really? Let's do it,"
Yeah.
you wouldn't want her on the jet anyway,
Right.
And like kind of people that are worth their while kind of go like, this is a little too much, isn't it?
Oh, you think you come on too
People
strong?
are a little
with it.
freaked out by stuff. Yeah, sometimes I bring somebody to my house or something, and they're like, "Ooh, this is really a lot."
Yeah, you're a little off the map here.
Yeah.
So are you?
And I go, call it Xanadu. No.
Where do you?
No, but are you still dating famous people?
I'm Charles Foster Kane.
Are you dating regular people now or
famous
celebrity people?
yeah.
What phase are you in?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they do.
Isn't it more exciting in a way for you, Jim Carrey, to touch a regular person and bring them into your exciting
like
world?
Cinderella.
Like Cinderella.
To reach down and
Don't you, in a
pull
way-
someone from the muck.
From their car and say, you don't have to live here anymore. Isn't that exciting for you?
Yeah, that's
I'm waiting
great.
for that.
Aren't you reliving that
Well, you
over
see,
and
it's
over?
it's a double-edged sword. You either got somebody who's too busy, or
Right.
you have somebody who has nothing going on and will sit there going, "I'm bored.
See, when you were dating
Give me
Renee,
the plastic."
when you were dating Renee Zellweger, I said that's not going to last because she's too busy.
We're too busy.
You need someone who can be with you.
Well, this is the mistake everybody makes in Hollywood over and over and over again. But you hang out with people and you grow fond of them, and they're talented and beautiful, and
You fall in love.
absolutely, and so you go down that road, but it's a pretty much almost impossible road.
You are not going to go down that road with Nicole Kidman?
No.
I understand you are
We're
about to bang
friends.
her.
No, we're friends. We had a
Hey, Howard.
a meeting. This
did?
is what I'm talking about. We had a meeting about Bewitched, and it was like one night, and we're in the tabloid.
You going to do Bewitched?
Yeah, possibly.
I can
think
see
that's it.
that.
I can see the
That'd be
Darren
great.
thing for
Oh
you.
my gosh! Yeah,
Yeah.
people used to call me Dick York all the time.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can see
I can
that.
definitely
I can see her as Samantha.
But
Yeah.
I want to get to the Lauren Holly thing
What about her?
because
Can I just take my coat off?
Yeah, you take that up. This is going to go for a while. And we're going to get to Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, settle in.
he used to watch her on TV,
Yes.
and then you contacted her.
They were in
No,
a movie
we worked
together.
Okay, you didn't write her
I'm not
letters.
stalking people, Robin.
Okay, I don't know what you do.
Why?
should.
What's wrong with
Reverse
seeing
stalking would
Well,
be
what's wrong
fun.
with admiring a chick on TV and then going out with her?
Jim
Nothing's
follows his
wrong
fans.
with it. It's just kind of odd that you wind up marrying her. You know, somebody you admired on TV, and
Well,
do you,
she's a wonderful girl. She's very sweet.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
She got old.
And we, you know,
we got
populated like mad people.
It's called 30th birthday, Robin. That's what happened.
Would you ever get married again? You're not going to get married again. There's no point.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it works anymore. I don't know if marriage works anymore.
Not for a guy like you.
I don't know, but I'm not against it. You know, I think, I'll probably fall in love with somebody and just want to go down fairy tale lane again.
But what happened? What happens to you?
You know it's a fairy tale.
Would you invite me to the wedding so I can laugh?
I think that it is in a certain respect. I mean, it is, okay, let's throw logic to the wind. Here we go. I love you.
But what happens?
Catcher in the Rye.
You go out with some of the best-looking women, but what happens? I mean, do you just think, oh, wait, there's too many temptations. There's too much going on out there. There's too much stimulation.
Well, right now I feel like I'm enjoying kind of single life, and I don't know if I'm ready to settle down and do the thing. It's going to it's going to depend on the person, really. Yeah. It's going to sooner or later. I mean,
you'll get
as
caught
soon
up in
as you say never again,
you will do it.
She walks through the door, and
I know.
Maybe I should just start saying that.
Is that why?
Again.
I was surprised you chose Jennifer Aniston as your co-star in this movie because you can't really bang her. I mean, maybe you could, but
maybe he was trying to
not
avoid
why
that
I cast
this time.
people.
Really?
No,
I would.
Really?
Sure, why not? Why not work with somebody you want to bang?
It would be great to bang Brad Pitt's wife as a dude.
That is good.
Wouldn't that be great?
What's up?
I don't know. Did you see Fight Club?
Yeah, that's a good point. What do you
could take
going back to the jet thing and the love thing. There was a tabloid story. I don't know if it's true that said that when you and Renee were dating, that you wanted to take her up in the jet, make love to her, and then parachute down together holding hands.
Oh, please.
Good luck,
man.
That works.
Hey, can I go out with you?
What? Yeah, what tabloid was that? Sounds like a fun afternoon.
You sound like fun,
I
buddy.
wanted to bag George Harrison and
I want to
go down in a parachute.
What kind of private jet you got? You got a Gulfstream?
Yeah.
A Gulfstream 4?
5.
Oh.
G5, those are nice.
That's nice. What's that, about a 14-seater?
Yeah, 14, 15.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Too bad, like, your parents
And it's
didn't
just
live
me.
to see this.
Me and 14 seats.
Yeah. I bet a lot of times it is.
Sure. Yeah. Sometimes I got to go someplace and I can't find my entourage.
Right. They're busy.
Because there isn't one.
You got a stewardess who works
I
on
like
the
to
plane?
live very simply.
Yeah.
As you notice, I don't really have any, I have a couple
You didn't see him with a big trail of people?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
There's a makeup person, whatever.
That's it.
Yeah.
Look at you, man.
Yeah, I have fun, man.
Yeah, why not?
I do.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
love my
it's
life.
about time.
It is about time,
Yeah.
actually. I kind of settled down and kind of settled into this, and I
Did
don't
you
know,
get
I just
crazy
really love
for
what
it?
I do. It's
Did
fun.
you get crazy for a little while? You did get crazy.
Well, everybody has to kind of get a little mental. I mean, not to the point where I'm like, shooting heroin and
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah, what's your
but-
story? You do drugs?
But what
No,
did you do?
No?
Not at all.
Never?
No.
Growing up, you didn't do them?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I would imagine being the
experimented,
janitor, you'd had to be on something.
Yeah, just escaping constantly.
I think legally you could have done that.
Cleaning fluid.
Yeah, it would have been handed out at government.
Were you doing that floor again, Jim? It's not shiny.
If me and my parents were the janitor at the school, I'd be on cat
Oh,
tranquilizer.
please. Yeah, whatever that. You'd be doing whippets.
You're not
man.
kidding.
I would go down to the factory and my brother would be beating the hell out of his cleaning machine with a sledgehammer. I swear to God, it was hilarious.
Are you close with him?
And we would just laugh. Yeah, sure.
You are, with your brother?
Yeah.
So he
And
must
your
like all
sister?
this.
Oh, yeah, they love it. They love it, yeah.
Did you have to give them dough?
I've helped them out from time to time if it was necessary. But
That'd be a
they're
bad
very
story
cool.
if they were like broke.
No,
But
they're
wait a
not
minute.
broke.
Yeah, you got to watch that.
You help them out from time to time, but you don't take care of them.
Well, I try not to, dismantle somebody with the money. I mean, you can't like destroy somebody's motivation for life. You know what I mean? Like, here's $5 million now. Kill each other.
Occasionally, he buys them a new bat for their cleaning cart.
Yeah. So, man, one day you're going to have
It's
to...
signed by Mickey Mantle.
Yeah.
One day, would you sit down and tell me who was good in bed? Because you've really done it all.
I mean, do you think who's on the list that you want to know?
That I know of? That I know of?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Here's who I know. Linda Ronstadt.
Wow,
What
come
a
on.
sweetheart.
Well, but
What a sweetheart.
Very loving?
She was very sweet.
She doesn't like me much.
I thought
No?
you were joking.
No, he had her when she was thin.
Okay.
I went out with her when I was 21 years old.
Yeah, he got her when she was.
36 years old.
Yeah, he got her when she was still hot.
No kidding.
Oh, come on. Let's
He got the
go
real
here,
Linda Ronstadt.
please.
Come on, man.
Don't do
Ronstadt.
this to me.
Look at you, ladies' man.
Don't do this to me.
I would like to bang Linda Ronstadt back in the day.
Back in the day.
Look at you.
In them
Yeah.
roller skates. That album cover. Remember her?
He did
Never
her.
took them off.
Yeah.
He got her in the roller
In the
skates.
roller skates. That's beautiful.
Come on.
You like her. You're fond of her.
She's a really great lady. Yeah.
Would she ever sing to you personally, like your own personal concert?
No.
That would be hot.
Yeah, that would.
Like, I would think that would be hot if I was dating someone who could sing and they wrote a song about me or something. Did you ever write a song about you?
No.
Oh.
I was trying to think of something clever, but nothing came to mind.
You were 21. Were you on In Living
trying
Color?
to do the Rolodex of her songs.
No, he wasn't on In Living
happened.
Color.
Were you when you were 21? You were not even well known yet.
No.
To get Linda Ronstadt.
Linda came into the comedy club, and I was going to open for her. I was going to do the opening act, and I just kind of, I don't know. I was a nut, so I don't know why, but I just liked her immediately and said, "You want to go out?"
You liked her immediately because she was hot.
Yeah, she was very cutie
and successful, and you were just up and coming.
Yeah, but it was just more. She was a cutie.
Did you move in?
No.
Didn't get that serious?
No.
How long did it last?
6 months.
Look at you.
Perfect amount of time.
That's a good score because you did that before you were famous. Look at you.
She was really cool though. She told me a lot of stuff. You know, she actually at one point said, we were hanging out at her place in Brentwood, and she said, you're going to be here one day.
What, a fat singer? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
And I ended up in Brentwood.
Wow. Look at you.
Bizarre.
She was
She's
right.
like psychic or something.
She was right. But
so
really
who
smart
else is
lady.
on the list?
Oh, come
Okay,
on.
well, I'll give you the list. Want to hear my list?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lauren Holly, of course, who I think is a piece of ass. A little psycho, but piece of ass, I would say. Okay? That's just my opinion. Renee Zellweger.
You're entitled to that.
I sat next to Renee Zellweger getting my... I had my hair frosted.
Your tips done,
I was getting my tips done. I only did it one time, man. I swear I don't do that. Yeah, Queen Noor.
Queen
of
Noor.
Egypt. I know you had. No, I would imagine Renee Zellweger is very kinky and very loving.
Kinky?
Very wild.
I'm not going to go here, man. I can't do that.
I'll turn off the mic.
No, these people are still alive.
January Jones, you had?
January Jones.
I know the list.
Who's that?
Where is he coming up with this stuff?
A Russian ballerina you had for a while?
He's fishing now.
No, I'm telling
the
you.
Russian ballerina, I remember.
Who puts out this list?
I do.
Is this like
Maxim.
Kasem?
Yeah.
Maxim puts out.
It's your list. Coming in at number 5
Coming
was...
in at number 5.
But there was a Russian ballerina.
And you had the Olsen twins, I understand. You took their virginity.
Yeah. It says here that you're jet banged the Hilton sisters. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. So now your life, do you have celebrity friends?
I sound like I'm having a good time.
You do. Do you have celebrity friends? I mean, do you have people that you could be close to in this?
Yeah, sure.
You do?
I'm friends with Nick Cage, and
he was on the show. He's a little odd.
Well,
You can
he's
be
a very
friends with
eccentric
him?
guy. He's
Yeah.
very eccentric.
What does it mean to be friends with Jim Carrey, though? What do you get to do? Do you get to go on your private jet?
Well, if we had to go someplace, but
I mean, what do you and
no,
Nick
it doesn't
hang
mean
out and do?
Yeah, what do you guys do? What do you and Nick Cage do for fun? I mean,
we'll like sit around and go, oh man, what are we gonna do?
is it uncomfortable in a sense because it's kind of like, oh, I'm famous and you're famous?
No, it's actually kind of fun. It's kind of interesting because we'll like sit and have a bottle of wine and go, are we like those guys that we used to read about in the Hollywood Hills?
Yes. You're right.
Yeah.
And it would be really funny. It's just like Barrymore and somebody else sitting up there having a few drinks.
So how often will you get together with him?
Digging up dead people and stuff, It's fun.
How often do you get together with a guy like that?
He's really busy too, so not a lot. I mean, just like
I mean, you wouldn't say
every
you're
couple of
close
months
or something.
Well, I mean, if time, we're close when we get together, but
And you call each other on the phone and say, hey, man, let's get together.
Sure.
Wow. Who else is in this little club?
Oh gosh, nobody actually.
That's it. Nick
That's
Cage.
just the two of you.
No,
You and Nick Cage just staring at each other.
I have a lot of friends. I'm really close friends with Noah Emmerich, who I did Truman Show with.
Oh yeah,
and that we became real close friends, and so.
And that's the game.
We hang out. No, I mean, there's lots of people, but I'm like, I get nervous when I have to name off names. I don't know why. I start to sweat.
Right.
Do you notice that?
Right. Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, you're nervous about it.
I'm socially crippled when it comes to rhyming off people's names.
Jennifer Aniston now is your close friend. Do you go over to her house?
We're friends. No, I haven't really hung out. She's so busy, man. She's all over the planet. She's like a tornado that comes into town and goes like, just like sweeps everybody up.
Really?
In her love vacuum and
she loves it.
She high into the air, spinning in circles, and then sets you down totally unharmed.
Is she the one on the set who has to make sure everyone loves her, like the lighting?
No, not at all. Not at all. She is so cool.
You like her?
Really cool person.
I think Jim is the guy who has to be loved by everybody.
Well, yeah, Jim has a problem.
Oh, no, that's not true. That's not true.
No, you can yell at people.
Oh, no. I hit a couple of guys on the way. It's fantastic.
So...
No, you don't. You push me to a point, and then I'm gone, man. I'm gone. I'm all over you.
So Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
Why? Who makes the decision to hire her? You do?
Ultimately, yeah, I guess.
This is a movie you and Tom Shadyac dreamt up together?
No, it was an existing script, but he came to me and said this concept is awesome, and so we just kind of page one rewrote it.
The promo looks funny as hell.
It's really fun.
And when you guys work together, it's funny stuff.
Yeah, we always
good.
have a blast.
Yeah, this is going to be it.
Yeah, we're insane together. I mean, it's like it's a blast. And Tom's a great guy, really super guy. You should get him in here sometime.
I never met him, but I heard about him.
Just really, kind of spiritual guy, but he's quote man. We did a little experiment where we sometimes we go away. We go to Alaska, a bunch of guys, and we stalk grizzly bears. And I know.
No, what do you do? Is that real?
We honestly do. We go out there and we get in these little light planes and we fly over top of the wilderness.
And you shoot the grizzly bears?
No. We don't.
We kill them?
No, we don't.
You're here to say you kill animals?
If they're dead,
Yeah.
if they're dead, we play with them.
Yeah.
No,
You raped
dead
the
already.
grizzly bear.
Yeah, we raped.
So you've raped a grizzly bear?
Yeah, exactly. I raped a grizzly, and boy,
It's the next movie.
I raped a grizzly.
It's starting
Great
to-
Wait a second.
Actually, fantastic. Let's
I don't
start
know what
writing
they're
this.
doing, Howard. What are they doing?
I don't know. You
No, we
and
just
Tom
stalk them. We
Shadyac.
just sneak up on them
Isn't
and
that
sit
dangerous?
behind a bush.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why though? What
Just
is
to
that?
see them, I don't know whether it's. I like to challenge death. Ever since the factory. No.
Yeah, ever since being a janitor.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly. I can't get my kicks any other way now since I was in the middle of the race riot.
No, I can relate to that. I used to do that with Cambodians. So
I get in cabs now in New York.
So Jennifer Aniston, when you and Tom Shadyac say, gee, Jennifer Aniston would be good for this movie?
Yeah.
You thought of her first?
I don't know if she was the first one that was brought up, but she was definitely the one that when her name came up was like, oh, this would be really cool.
Do you insult her and make her come in for an audition?
No.
You had to at least see if you had chemistry together.
No, we didn't. No.
You trusted that she'd be good for the movie?
Sometimes you just go, you know what, she's cool. She seems cool.
What if you start shooting and she just is not that happy?
Well, then you deal with it then.
You would have fired her.
Then you take her outside and put a bullet in her head.
Right. No, have you ever had to fire someone from a movie?
Yeah, sure.
You have?
Yeah, I
Name
have.
that person.
I can't.
Please.
No, I can't.
Please name
I
that
honestly
person.
can't remember what their name is.
It wasn't anybody
Honestly,
we know.
It was a model / actress that
Wasn't nailing it.
was really bad. Really bad.
But I hope you
and
banged her,
everybody
at least.
wanted her around. I mean,
Right.
she was so gorgeous and stuff,
But it
was
didn't
just-
work out.
It was so bad that we had to kill her.
Wow.
Now,
Yeah.
I don't understand one thing. In Bruce Almighty, you're God, or God gives you the
I'm
power to be
immortal
Power.
with the chance of trying out the God thing.
So you're like a Superman.
I'm the flawed Superman.
Do you use? Oh, you're flawed because you use your powers for like blowing up girls' dresses.
Yeah, because my own duality is the kryptonite.
Right. Do you have sex with Jennifer Aniston? I know it's probably a PG film or something in that area.
Well, it's suggested, but it's actually this film could be any. Kids can come. It's like not. There's no there's no dildos in it. Like,
no dildos.
Oh, damn it.
No dildos
dry
like
humping?
me, myself, and Irene.
Wow.
There's no special surprises for the kids.
That
When does
movie
it
was
open?
great.
It opens
was
this
fun.
weekend, right?
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
This is
23rd.
Is this still pressure for you? You just don't care anymore.
You always want to do well. You know,
Right.
I mean, you want to stay in the business. I mean, but I had such a blast doing it. It's fantastic fun. So and
you
I like
care-
the movie. I think it's sweet.
Do you care that The Matrix is out? That doesn't matter, right? They had their big weekend, and now it's your chance.
and whatever happens. We'll do what we do. But The Matrix it's interesting because the special effects are so incredible, but it's almost like
It
I
was
don't want to
horrible.
be critical.
It
but
was not a good movie.
You didn't like it? Yeah.
No. Did you like it?
I didn't ultimately. I wasn't crazy about it.
I love the first one.
I love the first one too. The second one, it's just overloaded.
Overloaded and no story, right?
Well, I just when somebody gets kicked in the face 75 times, I want them to at least be annoyed.
First half hour, at
You know
least,
what I mean?
I also felt like I was going to fall asleep.
Yeah, I want to see a bloody nose.
So, and you're not competing.
And the Smiths, those guys that reproduce themselves, they can kick a booger out of your nose, but they can't hit you with a machine gun from 3 feet away.
Right.
It's just getting kind of ridiculous now.
The logic,
None of the stunts are survivable.
There has to be logic even in a science fiction kind of film, right?
Well, yeah. Well, they've you've done a good job story-wise of like making all the characters able to defy logic. But after a while, it's just like people are getting hit in the face a billion times, and you just go, okay, well, nothing really matters then.
It's almost like your social life. You've banged so many hot chicks, it almost can get boring.
Now you're stalking
Howard.
And
what would that be like, Howard?
I don't know.
Yeah,
so you're
right.
so you're unhappy.
Yeah, sure.
You're unhappy with Dumb and Dumberer, that movie coming out. That doesn't. They got a guy who kind of looks like you.
Yeah, it's very bizarre. Yeah,
you're upset.
I'm not upset.
No, you're upset.
No, my life is good, man. I can't
you're
get
upset.
too upset about.
You're
stuff
upset
like
about
that.
Dumb and Dumberer will not do well. You don't have anything to worry about.
Well, whatever it is, you
Right.
know, it's just a very strange thing. It's like, you know, I picture some giant morose executive with a giant loaf of bread just sucking up the gravy that I left behind. And it's all like white and dried out.
Yeah. By doing Bruce Almighty,
scum of the earth.
You should not go into the Eddie Murphy territory. Eddie's gotten too serious. Eddie is a great talent that has gotten too serious.
You think he's serious? He does a lot of silly movies now.
No.
But he does, you know, mostly family-friendly children's. He doesn't venture out.
Yeah, well, that's
anymore.
the wife. You know, that's the wife telling him what to do.
But when we do our
Yoko Ono factor.
I've been thinking about you. You're good enough now to do a movie with me. I've been waiting for you to get really good.
Oh, beautiful! Wow.
Yeah,
Now
you're good
you've
enough.
arrived.
That's just such a compliment.
Yeah, you're good enough.
I think you'd be good in I Raped the Grizzly Bear together.
I might put you in I Raped a Grizzly Bear, and you can get
Your
really
hair
dark.
will be in my light.
Yeah, it's time for you to be so dark. Come over to the dark side.
We raped a grizzly bear. Yeah, we got to do that one.
Now,
I'll do that one with you.
I have a question. Are you stalking an Oscar as well? Do you really want the Oscar?
You know what? Honestly, this thing is hilarious because, you know, the press just runs out of control with things, man.
You don't care about an Oscar?
It'd be great to get an Oscar. Anybody in their right head would like an Oscar. I mean, sure, I'd love an Oscar, but it's not what drives me.
You're not going to boycott
I wake up
things
every day and I open my eyes and I go, I'm doing this amazing thing for a living. Honestly, it sounds ridiculous, but I'm constantly pinching myself and going like, I can't believe this. I did a thing.
You seem genuinely happy.
I am very happy.
You really do.
He didn't seem happy to me a few years ago.
Yeah.
Well, I was married.
Oh.
Anyway,
that's what it was.
Enough said.
I always think about your first marriage story when you went home and said, I came off a movie. I love when you said,
I know, but I have to say that.
I love when you said you came off the movie set and your wife said to you, I want you to take out the garbage, and you were like,
what? I'm walking in space.
You're not reading me correctly here. You don't see what's going on.
Fixing the satellite.
What happens this weekend? When do you get the call to find out how well the movie is doing?
Probably before the movie actually hits the theaters.
You're right. They know somehow, right? Have they been tracking the movie? They know this kind of stuff. Have they said to you, this movie is tracking well?
Yeah.
They have. What are they expecting you to hit the first weekend, money-wise?
First weekend, $150 million.
Are they really? It's a lot of pressure.
I don't know.
Do you think they want you to have
I just want to pay for the plane, man.
Right. It's all about the plane. That's good. That jet fuel's a lot of money.
No. I just honestly, I have no idea what's going to happen out there. It's a busy parking lot out there. You know? There's a lot of stuff.
No, let me tell you something. You are happy. I can see it in your eyes. You look happy.
I'm good.
I won't even bug me. You want to take phone calls, or you don't even want to deal with it?
Yeah, sure.
You will. You will deal with it.
I love it.
They can get brutal.
All
right,
What
let's
are they
go
gonna
to
say to him?
Well, hey,
protect me.
I love you. Steve,
I don't
go
know
ahead.
about this audience.
My father loves you.
Jim.
Steve.
Hey, Jim. How's it going?
I'm sorry. I thought I called you.
No, I couldn't hear. Look, I'm a big fan of all your movies, but I got to ask you, in Liar Liar, when you were in that scene with all the lawyers and you were giving every one of them a piece of your mind,
yeah.
Did you write any of those lines yourself, or did you improvise there?
Yeah. It's always a combination, you know. There's always like what's on the page. You can't go in there without something on the page. They can't make a set without that. But then you get on the. I'm constantly just coming up with ideas and throwing them in. So
if you hire Jim Carrey for a movie, you're paying for a guy who can ad lib. So
I'm a
you're
writer. So
you let you do your thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was great.
But what's it like?
Thanks.
But what's
Thanks a lot.
But what's it like for the other actors? Like I know when I shot. When I shot my movie, they said to me, "Don't ad lib here because it's crucial to the story, and you gotta."
Really?
They don't know
I
exactly.
hate that. I hate that. Well, yeah, unless it's like, on the page like friggin' Shakespeare,
Right.
unless it's something like, like Charlie Kaufman's movie that I just did. It was pretty on the page. It's like that guy writes, everything means something, you know, so you don't mess around with it too much, but there's still opportunities when, when you do scenes where,
like Ace Ventura, you got to go wild. That's
Ace
what
Ventura,
people.
you got to keep it alive. You know, the best stuff is the stuff at the last minute that I go like, hey, let's get a truck to come in and do whatever.
Like when you pull your pants down and start talking with your ass, no one's going to write down he talks with his ass.
No,
you just say, I'm going to talk with my ass.
Exactly.
And I mean, could you
that
be
was
embarrassed to put
that
that
was
on?
born on In Living Color, actually. That whole bit, because I was angry at Keenan one day, and so in the middle, pardon me, I'm coughing up a lung.
Right.
And SARS.
Talk to me through your ass when you tell the story, please. Thank you very much.
There's no room here. Otherwise, I would do a soliloquy.
Right. Let's go to Mike.
But
who
wait a
wants
minute, I want a movie like The Majestic or...
No, that's you got to get serious.
Yeah, you got to get serious, but there's still like when you have little moments of life together, they'll say, "Okay, you're in love and you're running through a field," whatever it is. you have to create moments. Those things are hard to do.
Mike, you're on the air.
What's up, Howard? Yo, Jim, what's up, man?
How you doing, man?
Any black chicks on that list?
Yeah, you ever date black chicks?
I love black girls.
You do?
Sure.
How many black chicks you figure you've had?
Oh God,
more than 4?
I haven't. Jeez, let me
look
see.
at you.
Oh, I love all women. I think women are beautiful.
Jim, you
it's
should
the
have
only
a
reason to be on the planet.
posse of women.
Yeah, she does have a posse woman.
Yeah, his entourage should be all
I can't do that, man.
Fill
I'm
those 14
Catholic.
seats with Playboy Playmates.
You're not kidding. What about, let us live through you. What about J-Lo? Did you bang her when she was a fly girl?
No.
Really?
No.
Didn't even notice her?
Well, no, we were friends, we said hello and stuff like that, but the fly girls were off doing their thing, so we didn't really mix up too much, but she was cool.
One of the funniest things I think you do, and I don't know if people give you credit for this, is when you go on these award shows and you make acceptances. Do you write that stuff out in advance? I mean, it just seems very involved.
Half and half, Sometimes I'll just I'll come up with ideas and then I'll riff when I get up there or whatever.
That's awesome.
But honestly, I'm a stand-up originally, so those shows I would never even go to get the award if it wasn't for the fact that I could be in front of an audience. You know what I mean? It's like my opportunity to do some kind of bit.
I love that.
Yeah, me too. I have fun with it.
Otherwise, it's boring.
I know. Who cares what award anybody's getting?
Right. When I did the Blockbuster Award, I was on the phone to Heather Locklear the night before.
Award?
Well, I called up Heather Locklear and I said, listen, I'm going to jump on your ass and take you. She goes, come on over, let's rehearse. I go, you're kidding me.
Then forget the awards.
You're going to get a guitar pick in your eye.
Yeah.
Did you ever host any of the award shows?
Me? No, I hate hosting.
Well, you'd be great, man.
Why
don't you host the Academy Awards?
I'd be really good at it, but I don't ever want to do it.
Why?
I just don't like. I don't like that idea.
Do it.
Hostiness. I don't like it.
Right,
but you would
accomplished
goof on
everything
it.
else. Just do it.
It's not a question of accomplishing it, I'm sure.
Is that an order?
Yeah. But we would selfishly like to see that, I think.
I've been asked to do the Academy Awards, but you know what? Part of me just, I don't know. I don't know. There's something about being a host that puts you in a different category. Or
Do the whole show talking out of your ass.
Yeah!
I'll pay to see that.
All right. I can cough out some awards and...
Chauncey, go ahead, real quick. We got 2 more minutes. Go ahead.
Okay, very quickly. First of all, I want to say that Dumb and Dumber is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
Thanks a lot. You're a very educated man, obviously.
No, I saw Bruce Almighty. It's a million times funnier. It's brilliant.
How did you see it?
A screening.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah, probably the funniest movie I've ever seen.
Oh, thanks a lot.
No kidding.
Yeah, but it's brilliant. It really is.
Shall I read the Gene Shalit review?
Go ahead. You got a good one?
Yeah, they handed this to me before I came in here.
Good. Let's see.
Let me see what
Look
this
at you.
Oh, they put it in my pocket. They said, hey, if there's ever an opportunity, and I never thought I'd get one, but hey.
And why not?
Why not?
Hey, share your good fortune with us.
Is it in here? Oh, yeah.
Seems
here
like
we
another
go.
private jet is in your future. This review is.
You'll have a fleet.
Yeah, I like to race myself.
Yeah.
All right.
By the way.
Uproarious. That's it.
That's it. Uproarious.
Whole thing.
That's all you need?
Fantastic.
Uproarious.
I think it's better than Euphoria.
Glad I brought that out.
Beautiful.
Well, thank you, Chauncey.
No problem.
What else, Chauncey?
Let me also ask Jim. Now, Alicia Klass, remember the porn star who dated Bruce Willis?
Yeah.
I had her on the show.
Yeah.
She once told me that she went on a date, and I say that loosely, with Jim, and at the end of the date he said, "You're my soulmate, but I could never be together with you because of what you do for a living."
Honestly, I met her.
She's hot.
She was very pretty. At a dinner there was a bunch of people there, and she was talking. She was like talking about all kinds of things that a man could do to a woman at the table, like in front of like
This is
like
dinner conversation.
20 people. Yeah,
and I want to correct you.
I didn't know who she was. She
Just
was,
based on that, it sounds like she's my soulmate.
She was she was saying, "Can I say squirt on the air?"
No.
I don't know.
It depends.
Who knows? I've been fined so
That's
much.
what she was talking about all night. Is squirt, squirt, squirt.
So you probably said to her jokingly, "Hey, you're my soulmate, but I can never be with you because."
Yeah. Well, basically, yeah. No, I wasn't. You know, I said, yeah, you're a pretty girl, but yeah, no, that would never happen.
I feel the same way about her. She is really hot, but to me, when a chick's in porno, it gets a little scary, right? It's disturbing.
When the exes are on the site and whatever that is all about. I don't know what that is, but you know, God bless her.
You into porn?
I've watched a little bit here and there.
Not that heavily into it?
No.
I am.
Are you really?
Sure.
Are you addicted?
Oh yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, I like porn. Yeah.
You don't
Well,
have
I
a
went
little
on those websites one time. You know, first of all, when I got my computer, you know, the first thing you do is start.
You're into that computer. I see you with that
love
computer.
The computer, man. Oh yeah, you saw me.
Yeah, you're way into
You
it.
look like a businessman.
Yeah, he's carrying around a computer and a laptop
Has
case.
to be involved with it all the time.
He's got his book
and my spectacles.
Yeah.
And
what are you doing on that computer, by the way?
I have a blast on that computer.
What do you do with it?
Why are you taking it
I
with
have
you
photos, and I Photoshop and do all that stuff.
You have a digital cammer. You take pictures
Yeah, I
and
take
you
pictures and then I mess around with them.
and then you send them to people.
Yeah.
Send me a picture, a funny picture. Make me laugh, man.
But does he walk around? Is he the
something.
guy who sits at the restaurant with the computer on the table?
Yeah, you at Starbucks. With
No. You know what I like to do though? I like to take. You know, I have this like kind of photo gallery kind of thing, and I'll put some really rockin' music on it and stuff like that, and I'll you know, set up the portable speakers on the set and stuff, and have my photo gallery kind of thing playing on the set. So when people go by, they see themselves and then whatever. They get off on it.
Gee, aren't you fun?
I am fun to be around.
I told you.
Answer this
Try
rumor.
to keep myself busy.
Answer this rumor for me.
Yes.
And be honest. Did you or did you not date Pamela Anderson?
No. Friends.
Friends, that's it.
We live in the colony.
All right.
You know.
Whatever that is.
That's some kind of group.
Colony.
That's over
Sounds like
there.
a leper colony.
Some
sorry.
kind of
I'm
weird
sorry.
cult.
Shuli, you have the last.
We live in the colony.
Shuli, you have the last question.
Same philosophy.
Mr. Jim Carrey and Bruce Almighty opening tomorrow in theaters everywhere. According to Chauncey, funniest movie he's ever seen.
And Gene Shalit says uproarious.
Uproarious.
Over and over.
I can't wait to see it. Jim, I have one question for you. I'm a huge fan. I love
Sure,
all
man.
your movies.
Thanks a lot.
Cable Guy is probably my favorite one out of all your movies.
It's near and dear to me.
I think it's very underrated.
You know what's funny? I talked to Stephen J. Hawking.
Yeah. How do you talk to him?
On the phone.
Hello, Jim.
I talked to his assistant, and
that's the mad computer genius.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the smartest man in the universe, basically.
Right. Yeah. Well, he hasn't seen my work. But go ahead. Yes.
And they said that the Cable Guy was like a favorite
of his.
Yeah, of his or his assistant. I wasn't clear on.
It's a big difference between him or the assistant.
You got to be pretty smart to be his assistant.
Yeah, the assistant's like the second most smartest guy in the universe.
Yeah, exactly.
But go ahead. What did you want to say?
You've got to write it down.
I just wanted to ask Jim out of Lauren Holly and Renee Zellweger, who was more psycho out of the two?
Who is more psycho? Renee Zellweger or Lauren Holly?
Neither.
All right.
Not psycho at all.
So,
who was dingier?
You can't stay in touch with your exes. Do you become friends?
You're friendly.
Yeah, sure.
But you're not
friendly. I mean, do you hang out with your ex?
No, we don't.
No.
But do you think they would want to hang out with you? You make them rich.
You're very nice.
You think they want to stay close to the source?
Yeah. Wait a second. Stephen Hawking's on the phone.
Jim, tell me what Renee's vagina is like.
Kind of like the universe.
There you go. Endless. Mr.
You're terrible.
I don't know. Mr. Jim Carrey, thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I loved having you here. I'm glad you came back on the show. Haven't seen you in a while.
Why haven't you been here?
And we will do dinner. I like to
Yes, I would like to do that. And I would like to be seen in a public place with you and photographed.
But wait a minute. Why hasn't he been in here? Was he actually,
Well, see, this is why I really did want to
practicing,
come. I did want to come back because I haven't been here for a while, and I do need the implants.
Yeah.
You got him.
Dr. Sal Calabro.
I'd like my body judged by you people.
Was there any reason you turned off to us?
No, not at all.
What do we do wrong?
Honestly, and Letterman says the same thing to me. Like, dude, it's been 3 years, but I go off on these tangents and I work a lot, and sometimes the load is just too much.
So many people want to talk to you on the phones.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk to them.
All right. Elise, quickly.
I got nowhere to go.
All right, Elise.
Hi.
Yes.
Hi, Jim.
Hi.
A friend of mine was working on a news show where they were interviewing Renee Zellweger,
Yes.
and they had these big things where if they mentioned your name, she would walk off. And I was just wondering if there's such bad vibes or something.
Oh, I wish a chick would do that with me.
You gotta have
Well, not for me.
a band.
Can I tell you something? Yeah. That is the ultimate compliment, is it not, my friend? You to have a chick so freaked out by you that you can't even bring up your name. That's the ultimate
Just
compliment.
sitting in a room trying to say my name.
Yeah, right. She's like, if you bring up Jim Carrey's name, I'm out of here.
No,
must
I don't
have a
know.
big penis.
I don't know what that is all about.
I think she was
that
in love
could
with
be
you.
a rumor.
I think she was in love with you. She fell hard, and you broke her heart. And
Well,
that's great.
it's whatever
He
that
actually
is.
had signs up like no Jim Carrey, no mention of Jim Carrey. There was notes everywhere.
Well, I love her
That,
dearly, and I wish her well. Honestly,
See how nice you are?
it's true.
That's true. And let's go to final question from Bill. Go ahead.
Hey, Howard, Jim, big fan for a long time.
Cool,
I
man.
just wanted to ask.
How long
Jim,
exactly?
Hey, it's good to talk to you. I just wanted to ask Jim. There was a blind item indicating that he had some work done in his house, and the workers uncovered a lot of framed pictures of Britney Spears. And
Sir, that's not a blind item. That pretty much names names.
Is it true that you are obsessed with Britney Spears or would like to go out with her?
Oh, that's funny.
She's too old for me.
Too old. You've been dating much. What is the youngest you'll date? Would you date a 21-year-old?
I just follow R. Kelly around.
Would you date a 21-year-old?
Possibly.
Yes.
Possibly.
You would.
18.
18?
No.
No.
So
there is a cutoff for Jim Carrey.
I mean, honestly, I'm more comfortable with someone around like 30.
30?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very mature of you.
Very PC.
Thank you.
Very
You
PC.
caught
I
that,
don't
huh?
believe it for a second.
Very good. That's a good answer.
Honestly, it's like, as far as, hanging out and having fun.
Right.
Yeah.
You need somebody to talk about.
But just to bang, you'll go 21.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to put any limitations on that.
I'm banging, yeah. Why limit your universe?
I don't know.
Yeah, Stephen Hawking told me to keep it open.
Jeff the Drunk, you have the last word.
Morning, Jim. How
Yes,
you doing?
Hey, man, how you doing?
All right.
All right, what are you on?
How big is your penis?
What are you, gay?
No, I'm just wondering.
I'm not gay. How big is your penis? I'd like to know.
How big is the docking area?
I imagine you're very large. Is that true?
I'm okay. Yeah, I did okay.
Good for you.
You're really funny.